United States of Australia. Look at Dean is watching the show as we talk about him.
April's apology needs to be as public as the accusations.
April has never made the accusations publicly, Aaron.
Anything you say to me and my wife should be assumed to be public.
Man, I got to play that again. Those are so many great points right there. Thank you, Dean.
Oh, say, can you see the light? What's the problem? Shouldn't have turned down those cue cards. Oh.
Welcome back to United States of Australia. I am the Aussie Guy. And we got a big week of Gino and Kiki. Got a lot to get to. So let's not mess around. Joining me is my friend and yours. It's Just Josh. How you doing, Josh?
Doing good. Recuperating from your birthday week.
Yeah.
It was a hell of a week, but hey, we're celebrating Jesus and 420 today, so fucking let's bring the fire.
Indeed. Jesus' resurrection and ripping some bongs, as
Ripping
they
some
say.
bongs, yes.
Yeah, yes. Also joining us is a man that considers Patrick Melton a good damn it. Considers Patrick Melton a good weight loss goal. It's Robbie the Mariner.
I'm a little piggy. Here's my snout. Oink, oink, oink. The fuck? Cunt. Fuck you. If that's any Robbie's rage, I quit. What? Can you bleep out the C word? I'm something about hearing that live just really annoys me. I don't know what it is. Also, is Patrick Melton the one that I heard like has facial lesions on his face? Like that's hurtful to say that to me.
Yeah. Patrick is I don't think we officially know his weight. But
well, then I have that in common with him, so I respect that part.
Yes.
It's a guessing game.
There's always a risk that I might slip it out there.
Yeah, and then that would be like the nuclear meltdown between us.
Yeah, it would.
We'd get a real rage segment.
Yeah.
That would be a genuine Robbie losing his mind.
I might just throw whatever device is streaming on. You can just see it fly through the air before it breaks.
I'm here for that. I am here for that.
Yeah.
It would be entertaining, but...
All right. I don't want to mess around today.
Aaron's boring, and April adds nothing. It's gonna be great. We're scripting this morning. Come on. It's time for Movie and the Scrimp. It's time for Movie and the Scrimp. It's gonna be mediocre as fuck. It's time for Movie and the Scrimp.
Rudy.
Yes. Shout out. I forget who that was in the comments.
I do too, but he did say his son said Rudy and the Shrimp.
Yes, and you've kept that going.
Hell yeah, I love it.
You were the one to really zone in on that. So well done. Look, I don't have a lot of Aaron today. I've only got one clip. I've only brought one clip. It's a 1 minute clip. I got other things I'm more interested in this week, but we will talk for a minute. And I assume you guys are not familiar with the latest developments with Aaron and the boxing situation.
Oh, boxing. That no, but the Rakita stuff slightly.
What about you, Josh?
I heard something like he's been canceled, sort of, from the boxing. Told not to show up.
Yes.
To be honest, it showed up on my feed right as I was watching draft film. So I just was in such a what's the word I'm looking for? I don't know, but I just skipped past it and then realized in the For You feed, oh, I should have looked at that, but I had already refreshed it again and couldn't get back. And I was like, fuck. So,
Very good.
Have you ever done that, by the way? It's the most frustrating thing on earth when you're like just mindlessly scrolling the For You feed on X, and then you realize, oh wait, no, I should see that, but it's too late. You already refreshed it. Maybe the one,
Yeah, oh, yeah. I know what you
top
mean.
5 easiest ways to get me to want to throw something
That-
against the wall.
That actually, yeah, you're not going to get me on a tangent. That used to be the good thing about Twitter that Facebook was fucked at, is that when you went back to it, it was in the position that you left it.
Mhm.
You know, and you would actually have to hit the home button to refresh the screen. Now you open it up and it just refreshes, and you go, "I just saw something I wanted to fucking look at."
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm with you there. Nice little tangent. I just want to bring up Stash. Oh, the chat moved. Pretty Antisocial. Good morning. Yes, good morning. Pretty
Morning.
Antisocial. Stash. I know what you mean.
Sort
Nick
of.
Recader got a prison sentence. A couple of slight errors there, obviously the spelling, but not a prison sentence, a jail sentence.
I thought
They
it
are
was deferred as long as he stays out of trouble.
Yeah,
He's
no.
not going to see any jail time.
Time served.
That seems to be the case, but that was
Yeah.
another win for the toe, obviously. Which on that, very funny. Aaron was talking about Nick Recader's thing, and the pre-sentencing investigation ended up where something got added that Nick Recader didn't agree to on his deal, and Aaron didn't think for a second, wait, I've got a pre-sentencing investigation coming up. What if that happens to me? What if what I agreed to is not what they...
Yeah, I'm still praying for a Hunter Biden situation where the judge is like, "This is bullshit. I'm throwing out this plea deal."
Yeah. Look, he said a lot of shit that would piss off a judge. He
If
really
the judge cares to see it, you never know.
Exactly. You don't know. I assume he'll be fine. It's all going to go forward as it's been fucking suggested, but you never fucking know. You never know.
No, that's true.
Stash says
he's got to get the judge before lunch, not after lunch. There's studies that claim, you always hear professors say this. I'm somewhat skeptical that like sentencing and plea deals are harsher when it's like 10 to 11:30 a.m. and compared to 1 to like 2:30 p.m. because judges are hangry, I guess, but I don't know how.
Hangry?
Angry but hungry, so.
Yes.
Going back to Stash says, nope, he's going to serve 30 days in prison. Fact. And he also said, Nick Recader is going to prison for sure now. 30 days now laid down. Recader is going to prison for 30 days. Again, I still assume it's jail, not prison. And they are different.
I don't think there's much of a difference.
Well, yes. County jail is much different than a prison.
I wouldn't know, but I could have swore he wasn't going to even jail. I'm confused.
Look, I don't know, and in all honesty, I don't care. For me,
30 days is a long time. I love that people are like, "Oh, only a week in jail." That's not like I've heard people talk about 1 day in jail. That's enough to scare somebody straight. It seems like.
Hear it from my angle, my perspective. Nick Recader keeps like vaguely talking about bullshit about Aaron and not really having any facts or whatever. And then it's just like, well, either fucking spill the beans or shut the fuck up because you're boring. So I look at it, if he gets a 30-day sentence that he has to be a good boy for, he's going to hold off on that shit again. You know what I mean? Like he'll hold off further. So I'll put it to you, Nick Recader, like at the end of the day, I think we could all argue that his family's probably better off without him. I think Nick should go buy a couple of ounces of cocaine and start mouthing off to a cop, and get found with it, and just go do the 5 years, because then you got nothing to lose and you can just sing about everything that.
I think that's more of a wish you have more than something if you told him he'd agree to.
Come out and hit the reset button. Yes.
My point being is I don't give a fuck about any of these people. It's just theater and entertainment. Like
that's true.
whatever.
It's is it like our version of the Real Housewives, I guess?
Exactly. It's 100% what it is. Yeah. That's what my wife, she doesn't watch Real Housewives, but she watches a bunch of reality crap. And it's like, this is a bunch of, 30 to 50-year-old men or 30 to 60-year-old men. Just this is our reality bullshit. Like it's a bit of fun. But yeah, back to the boxing, which is where we were before.
Sorry.
And it did kind of make me go, ugh, can't be bothered with this shit. Like, this is just played up nonsense. So yes, Doom clipped Scott, the boxing coach, giving a speech to the team, to the young athletes there at the boxing gym, that Aaron was, he'd been taken out by the by Safe Sport. He was cooked because he just pled guilty, etc., to his revenge porn. And then Aaron posted a picture today of him and Scott holding up a sign that says "Got him," as if they're like trolling all of us. Which I'm just like, well, that's just dumb. Like, it's all just dumb. But it did make me go, Aaron, aren't you the guy that always says, when I switch off my show, when I stop live streaming, I go back to my real life and I don't bring internet drama into my real life? Wouldn't that mean that you went to your hobby?
Think anything you could possibly say is farther from the truth than that in terms of making a statement. So yeah, the fact he said that's kind of
his radio and internet life and all that. It's all cross streams. It's
I know it's all one thing. So I don't know if he just is like, there's only one person I know in the world, or not know, but I've read tweets of that might have that lack of self-awareness, and or part of me wants to be like, maybe he's just trolling, like he knows it's all one thing, but I don't know.
Well, there's a lot of that's the thing. It happened with Stuttering John as well. When Stuttering John got dove into the Dabbleverse and became a part of it, a fixture in it, in terms of being like conscious of it. Like, the Dabbleverse grew because Stuttering John wasn't like biting. He wasn't being a part of it. Little shitty things he was doing behind the scenes, but he wasn't referring to it on his show. When he started referring to it on his show and started diving headfirst, you kind of went, some of this is performative, some of it he is playing up, some of it is still the legit delusion and retardation. It's getting a little bit similar for me with Aaron, where there's stuff that he's clearly trying to annoy people with, and that it's tactics to piss people off and make them angry. And there's certain things that I look at and go, yeah, he would admit he's not being serious about that. He's playing it up, and it's trying to make your way through those weeds and figure out what's legit, what's he fucking around with, you know what I mean? So I think for him, it's not a bad tactic, because everyone thinks you're a liar all the time anyway. So maybe lean into it. So all I've zeroed in on this week, my 1 minute clip, is Aaron bringing up me for some reason out of nowhere.
Oh. I thought that was like I saw that, but I was like, wait, I just thought it was a passing comment. Why would he bring you up for? I guess we'll find out.
Yeah. It was out of nowhere. It blew me away. So I got to work and I put on Nobody Likes Onions, and he was playing an Aaron Imholte clip, or playing an Aaron Imholte show, and then I just heard Aaron refer to me, and I was like, wait, what? What's going on here?
Was it
How did I get
piece of shit or Dean?
No, it was. You'll see, it was Aussie Dean. So yeah, it's a 1 minute, just over 1 minute clip, but there's so much in this for me. I just, and I'm probably the only person that would get so much out of this 1 minute of Aaron's show, but I'm the person to do it. So let's go to our first clip and our only Aaron clip. Wow, I'm in the wrong folder. Gee whiz. Here we go. Here it is.
The anti-steel toe crowd was having a tough time.
Wait, sorry, I should set the clip up, shouldn't I? I know I said he mentions me, but I'll set the clip up. As you can see, there's a new sign behind Aaron Imholte, new set. And,
I see the leaderboard.
The leaderboard's now a scroll across the bottom of the screen. It's not the whiteboard anymore.
Yes.
Yeah,
That's a step up from the whiteboard. Come on now.
Yeah. Yeah.
I guess good point. I guess if you only consume Aaron Imholte through me, you wouldn't be aware of the new sign and everything that's going on. So yeah, a listener made this sign for him, and Patrick Melton and Moody have broken it down thoroughly. had a good critique of it, and I was watching, like I say, watching Nobody Likes Onions and listening to it and hearing the breakdown and criticism. So yeah, I was aware of it, but I wasn't necessarily interested in bringing it to my show. So yeah, this is Aaron talking about the fact that people are coping about his sign. There's all this criticism about his sign.
And I did see that the anti-steel toe crowd was having a tough time with us having a nice sign and the lighting and everything else. So they went to the cope of, well, yeah, those are stick-on letters. I mean, guys, they're clearly stick-on. I want to show you how hacky and stick-on these letters are. It's just, look at that. I can touch them. I can, it's got my finger. The sign is gone. I'm being devoured. Okay, my finger's back. I'm sorry. I thought they were stick-on letters. That's my bad. I got a screenshot of Aussie Dean was crying about the lettering. Well, yeah, and they're stick-on. Sorry, kid. That poor Dean guy's been chasing me for a long time, too, and all I do is kind of make him look silly. So, another win for the toe. Thank you very much.
Is he watching our show? That's what...
No, so that's the interesting thing. Why me? Why did he bring up me there? It's a fair question to ask. Like, I am an absolute fucking nobody.
Don't say that.
49 live viewers right now is not fucking.
It is Easter.
No, but look, to be honest, it's decent for us. Like, yeah, we've had some higher views. Every now and then we might pop over 100 or hit 70 or whatever, but around the 50 mark is probably our average. But we're really nobody and are doing nothing. So why did Aaron suddenly decide to lie about me? And yes, it is a lie. But first of all, I'll give you my theory. I do a show, an occasional show. We've done 2 episodes with Pretty Antisocial and Echo called Towing the Lie. And we did that one. We did our second episode last week. I did 2 shows on my birthday. I did the birthday grift on this channel, and I did Towing the Lie. And coming out of Towing the Lie, Moody and Patrick Melton mentioned multiple points that I made that were really, really good points. And which was, great for me to hear.
Don't strain yourself patting yourself on the back.
No. The point being, that's where this came from.
Yeah.
Aaron saw that, he's getting acknowledged. So I need to make sure my audience.
Once again, another great freeze on Aaron right there. I mean, it's just
yes.
It's fucking class.
It looks like he saw a ghost, sort of. I don't know.
Well, I was thinking he was coming. You know what I mean? Like,
I don't know exactly what he's doing, but God, it's a good freeze.
Yes.
You're right, Aussie. It looks like that a lot more than the ghost.
But what I will do, there's what's funny about this lie is, again, it shocked me. And sorry, hang on. I'll bring that back up. We'll just go back to. Oops, hang on. We'll just go back to around about where he brings me up and just hear what he says. All right.
That's my bad. I got a screenshot of Aussie Dean was crying about the lettering. Well, yeah, and they're stick-on. Sorry, kid.
All right, so you got a screenshot that I was crying about the letters. The stick-on. I've made 2 comments about this sign because I actually have no interest in the sign. Don't care. But Patrick Melton was talking about the sign, and he was talking about whether Aaron would be able to mount this sign to the wall or whatever. So my first comment was, if the creator of the sign, 1-2 skip to my Lou, is now who I know is the person that created the sign. Great job. Yeah, you did fine work. If the creator of the sign knew who he was giving it to, he would have put little feet on it so he could just sit it on the shelf and not have to mount it to the wall. My other comment about the sign. Now, if there is a screenshot, this would be the screenshot. And if Aaron got this screenshot, he's either misunderstood it or misinterpreted it. So Patrick Melton said, "Are those letters stick-on?" And as you see here, comment from the Aussie Guy, "Of course they're cut in. You could have a full circle if they're stuck on." So my point being, let's go back to this.
Poor Dean guy's been chasing me for a long.
He has. If you look at the O, there's a tab at the top and the bottom of the O. All right, you see that?
Yeah.
It's separated. It clearly makes it cut in to the steel. That's obvious. That was a point I made in my comment. Clearly they're cut in. Now, this is where it's funny if we go back to the start of it. Aaron doesn't even understand.
And I did see that the anti-steel toe crowd was having a tough time with us having a nice sign and the lighting and everything else. So they went to the cope of, well, yeah, those are stick-on letters. I mean, guys, they're clearly stick-on. I want to show you how hacky and stick-on these letters are. It's just, look at that. I can touch them.
You can touch them?
Yeah.
If they're not stick-on, it's actually air. So you can't touch them, Aaron. So if you're making your point that they're not stick-on, saying you can touch them is actually retarded. You don't understand.
That would kind of be saying they're stuck on.
It would be saying it's stuck on, right?
Also,
It would.
what's that black part behind to the right of his head? Because that's all shiny.
It's that toe. It's the boot.
See,
Yeah,
that
so that's
looks
the
like
boot.
it's a stick-on.
That is. He's cut the boot out of steel and then stuck that on, right? But all of the little indents in the boot and all that, I believe they're cut out. They're not stuck on, if you will. I didn't care about this sign in the slightest. I was listening to again NLO and mainly Moody with his analysis of, like, they were breaking down, like, so apparently the O, I think, is maybe 0.5 millimeter higher than the T and the E. And at that point, I was like, Moody, could you put your autism to bed for the night?
Like, the Bruder film style coverage of the sign.
Yeah.
Fucking carpenter eye coming out. Yes, I can see that.
Yeah, yes. But, like, I honestly don't think 1-2 Skip to My Lou, who made it, really did the design work. Like, I imagine Aaron said, steel toe with this boot. If you could put this boot off to the side, whatever. In terms of, like, craftsmanship, excuse me, and, you know, doing the cutout of steel, like, I can show respect to a fellow tradesman and not shit all over his sign, because I genuinely don't care.
Right.
It's more what stood out as to, why did Aaron suddenly decide that I needed to be discredited? You know what I mean? Like, it was just very weird that he
Maybe he's trying to nip you in the bud because he senses your rise in prominence is coming soon.
He saw
I mean,
your
it does
He
feel
saw
that
your
way.
birthday grift. He was like, I gotta give him a shout.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, so again, it was very weird to me, very weird lie to bring up. Yeah, he generally only, you know, worries about Patrick Melton and Carl from WATP and, you know, some of these other heavy hitters. It was very bizarre to me that he went to me. But yeah, again, I just found him this week to be very trying to instigate Like it did, like him trying to be a heel. I guess it's WrestleMania week.
Yeah, that's it.
So he felt in full heel mode, and I just kind of went, not really fucking interested, Aaron. I'm really not. You know what's caught my interest?
Touch together. What do you think? We're gonna do it, and it's going to be fun. Bing, 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 bing.
The saddest xylophone ever played.
Yes. So Kiki annoyed me. I was listening to Pretty Antisocial's members only stream last week, and I saw some shit from Kiki that I was like, oh, fuck you, you dumb bitch. I've lost my case. There it is. I have to bring up fuck Keanu Thompson from Pretty Antisocial. Of course, that is
100.
mandatory when
100.
we hit the Kiki segment. Tiger Lily, is there a worse female friend than Keanu? Hard to think of one. It is, isn't it? It is tough. Kiki just in general is shitty, and there's so many things that she does which she's not even aware of how shitty she comes across. And yeah,
You know how
Robbie, yeah.
at first I was surprised how Gino, like, because especially in that wedding photo, he kind of looked like Beetlejuice. What's the guy who's like half dead or whatever? Anyway, but I was like, how could he get someone that's moderately attractive like Keanu or what? Wow, that was a
Kiki. Just say Kiki.
Kiki. Wow, that was a. Anyway, maybe she has such a terrible personality, like it seems like she does, that no one close in matching looks would go anywhere near her. So she actually did have to settle for Gino.
Yeah, I do love the fact that a morbidly obese man called Keanu mildly attractive. Like that is such a burn, dude. That's great.
Well, I mean, I didn't say I was
Because
attractive.
I think you were saying, I thought you were trying to put her to the Winona Ryder from Beetlejuice. So that's great.
No, I
great.
was saying that that Gino in this wedding photo looks like he's like they pulled him out of the morgue. He's all pale and everything.
I get what you're saying.
I feel like as an ugly
Gino
person, I can spot another ugly person.
No, what's great is like it's going to be the theme of what's coming up over what we're going to do over this segment. It is just great that a man that would probably accept anything said mildly attractive. You know, that's great. Oh damn! I've
terrified me.
Hang on. I've got to set up the clip. Geez, that's twice now that I've brought up a clip and haven't set it up.
I would say 0 for 2, but let's just call it 2.
Yeah. This is the start. There's something we're getting to, which will be fun. But Bauman's here. Me and James Bauman have a little love affair going on. I made it. I like this Aussie guy. I've been dying to see James Bauman in my chat, and so that's great. Anyway, I have something we're getting to after this, but first of all, we have to do Bacchanal Thursday, don't we? Get your drinks ready, folks.
Bacchanal Thursday.
Yes.
Hey, it's 420.
This is just the beginning of Bacchanal Thursday.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Bacchanal Thursday. Can you?
Now, I will be fair. She's got to say the name of the show to start the show. Like I always say, welcome back to the United States of Australia. We'll give her the first one for sure. You know what I mean? Like we shouldn't drink on the first one. Like she's going to introduce the show, so that's fine.
You see me? Can you hear me? Can you feel me? Tell me now, or I'll start screaming. How about that opening? We got it. We got it. We got it, I think. Audio. Bing, bing, bing.
So this is great. Again, I don't think Keanu's watching our show. I don't think our show's having any impact on any other human being. But the last Sunday show we did, we covered the fact that Keanu fucked up the audio on a intro. And then this one, she did the intro perfectly fine. And then she's saying, I got it right. I got it right, didn't I? I got it right. Yeah. You see how I got it right? I didn't fuck it up this time.
Welcome to Talking All Thursday. We have a rebel rousing guest.
Sorry, Josh. What?
I was just gonna say it's nice to see she made it back from the Blue Origin space flight. Don't they all look like clones? I mean,
it was yeah.
Anyway, proceed.
I do love the fact that she's waving around this lung dart, always waving around the lung dart.
And she's always like calling people morbidly obese on Twitter. It's like, and saying they won't live past mid-50s. It's like, bitch, you could get lung cancer at any moment. Shut your fucking mouth.
Yes, fair cool. Fair cool.
That I sent the wrong link to. So I'm going to bring Michaeline in right now. And live on there, I'm going to email her the link, and then she'll be here promptly. We're
show content, folks. So she fucked up, sent the wrong link, and then she hit go live and sat through her intro and went, we'll save this for the show. I'll send the real link. I certainly don't want to talk to the guests before the show, make sure, they're comfortable and what they want to talk about. Nah, we'll do this on the fly. We'll do it on the fly.
very, very, very excited to talk to Sheena Ryder. Sheena Ryder, you know her, you love her. If you don't know her, you will love her. You will love her, or there will be hell to pay. Hello, everyone.
Isn't that just, it's such a example of someone who's got nothing to say. That's just, she found a few words and she just put them all in different orders a few times in a row.
A little bit of filler there.
Yeah. Just, I got to kill time, and then I'll bring my mother on, and then I'll send the link to the guests that I'm really excited to have on the show.
Or there will be hell.
Here's Michaeline.
Yeah.
Hi, Mommy.
Hi, Keanu.
Sorry to be a broken start.
No, it's all right. I laughed out loud at that last little bit of the opening with the.
All right, so dummies with their soundboards. They're going to play their little soundboard drops. And then you've got another dummy that has to react to the soundboard and go, oh, I'm going to join in with it. Fucking great content, ladies. Really good stuff.
That last little bit of the opening with the leaf blower.
Yeah, I love that part. I love that.
All right, Balmet, you made me laugh. David Bowie looks awful. I believe David Bowie's dead, right?
Hit the like button.
It's layers to that, Jake. Great job, Balmet.
That's hilarious. Who did that?
And the timing on the pause that she came back saying that's hilarious.
You did that.
Oh, that was
a leaf blower.
Yeah.
I'm gonna send.
Sorry, I got to wind that back a couple of seconds. Oh, I went back to the farm, but anyway.
Who did that?
Damn it! No, I didn't go back far enough. There we go.
That last little bit of the opening with the leaf blower.
Yeah, I love that part. I love that.
That's hilarious. Who did that?
You did that.
Oh.
So the opening intro with the song and all the video clips thrown in it, Michaeline is asking Kiki, who did that? Who put that video together? And Kiki's like, you did. Because Kiki thinks she's asking who was using the leaf blower in that video. The video that you can clearly see her mother using the leaf blower in.
Bing!
Oh, that was
a leaf blower.
Yeah.
I'm gonna send Sheena the link right now because she just emailed me. She's like, "You just sent me a link to watch your show." Oopsie.
Okay, this might be the dumbest thing I've ever heard. She's using StreamYard. Clearly, we're using StreamYard. At the bottom, when you go into the StreamYard studio, down the bottom there's a button you can click to invite. There's also present or invite button you can click. And that gives you the link to send out. This dumb bitch somehow sent out a link, her YouTube link to the guest. Amazing. Amazing how dumb. You see how it's all signs point to dumb?
This
The
is what
play
a
on
billion Kiki bucks will get you.
Yes, the play on Aaron's sign, and then we're leading to a couple of serious dumb cunts. There's a few serious dumb cunts coming up over the clips.
Doopsie.
No, we want you on the show.
So we're doing it live on the air. Hang on, really fast. Bing, 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 bing. Michaeline.
This is the Stuttering John. When Stuttering John's doing something on his computer, he goes, With Kiki, it's bing, 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 bing.
How was your day?
Good. I did
On
some,
Thursday.
we did some stuff.
Bucket on Thursday.
Fucking all Thursday. Bing, bing, bing. Good.
And the chemistry. Like, how was your day? Michaeline goes, good. Yep, good show. Good stuff. Having a great conversation.
And I got my new glasses.
Oh,
whatever.
good. Yeah, tell us about that.
I did something that's gonna make my face better. So.
Oh, well, this is going to be
What?
huge. This is a huge moment. There's something's going to make this woman's face better. This will be great.
I'm gonna have a little thing done that's gonna make my eyes better. I told you about that, right?
Oh no, it's going to make your eyes better. It means you see the mirror better.
Oh, I love that. I didn't know we were.
I didn't do it yet, but I had to go for my pre-op, so
Ooh, cool.
I'll have to wear sunglasses.
Oh, Keanu, what a mind! What a great response. This comedian, pro broadcaster. Ew.
Yeah, I don't like the voice.
Yeah. I mean, we're going to get to some stuff about the voice soon. Jesus Christ.
Okay.
That's
No,
cheap.
not necessarily all the time, just on the shows. So whatever.
Courtney, LASIK.
I do need LASIK, but
What is funny about that?
I was gonna say, like, is that an inside joke?
It's a legit question. Like, are you getting LASIK? Sounds like you're getting LASIK. What you're describing sounds like LASIK.
that's not what I need. I also need cataract surgery, but that's not what I'm going to do either.
No.
So the two major eye surgeries are not what you're getting done to your eyes.
They're not LASIK.
Yeah, this sounds like a good move. I mean, apparently she's got more money in the brain, so I don't know.
You turned your lights on in your car, so you're fine. You don't need cataract.
Funny.
1 million.
What you're going to find over this Kiki segment and then the segment that follows it is the people on the shows do find everything funny. And it's hard to understand what's funny.
Kiki bucks for everyone here right now. And 80 Kiki coins.
Wow.
Let me make sure I sent it to her. Bing, 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 bing. I did.
Sing-songy time to try and figure out what I'm doing. This is the Chad Zumok syndrome of she's got drops to hit, got little sounds and things to do. So she's just going to do them. You know, Kiki bucks and Kiki coins and...
Sorry about that, Sheena, if you are watching. Mark K, thank you for the $1.99. Why go low to impress KB and make fun of Joe's wife? How did I make her? I don't know who that is. We were still wondering, but
Humana. You were on KB's show and he was talking shit about a woman and you were fucking kind of laughing along, having a good time with it. Everyone's confused. Wait, what?
Thank you for joining us. Thank you. Here's your Kiki Bond.
Let's hit a sound drop. Let's get away from this uncomfortable situation.
Yes.
Keanu, you never go low. You just are just happy go low.
Oh, Keanu never goes low. Just wait till what I've got coming up after this. Keanu never goes low.
What did I say? I said she looked like a Renaissance painting. I don't know. And then I was just...
Whoa. Wait a minute. A second ago, she didn't know who this woman was.
Right?
Now she's thought about it. Oh, have I got to... Did I say something shitty? Maybe I said something shitty. Oh, no, Renaissance painting's fine.
Sorry. If I'm out of...
A Renaissance painting is not a mean thing to say.
Exactly. It's a nice thing to say.
Of course.
Weird thing to say.
Depending on what the broad looked like.
Yeah. Yes. I love that she was like, Michaeline comes in. No, that's not a negative thing to say. No, exactly. It's actually a nice thing to say. I think I was being nice while I sat there and giggled while Kevin Brennan said the nastiest shit possible about this woman.
Check out Kevin Brennan's show. Of course, I popped on there.
Wait, hang on. So now it's turned into a plug for Kevin Brennan. No, I wasn't mean to that woman, but go check it out. Make sure you listen to all the shitty things that Kevin Brennan said. And Crusher 17 says, defender of all women. That is right. Kiki has exclaimed many times that she is a defender of all women.
So I just got a text, and the person said, just a second. It said, this woman's voices are atrocious. Jesus fucking Christ, what is wrong with her?
Yeah.
That was Justin, wasn't it?
And I'm sure Kiki is a big supporter of the WNBA.
Yeah,
I bet you. Yep. I bet she's got a Caitlin Clark jersey back there somewhere.
Damn straight.
That's why I'm a bit out of sorts. I had everything all ready, and I sent poor Sheena the wrong freaking link. I'm just a stupid idiot.
She had everything ready. I mean, you didn't. Because you sent the wrong link, and that is such a flustering moment for you. Oh, holy shit! Bauman is being very generous over on Super Tip. Oh, I got to make myself big. God damn it! Hang on. There we go. James Bauman with $50. Keep up the great work, sir. And Bauman with another 50. Here's some Bauman bucks. I like this Aussie guy. Jesus Christ. I'm going to buy. Bauman, you don't have to buy my love, but I do actually genuinely appreciate it.
They're better than Kiki bucks. That's for damn sure. Come on.
They are legit bucks. Yeah, they really are.
You can make it rain with those bucks.
I'm a little bit blown away by that, Bauman. Gee Willy Willikers. Yeah, they're worth a lot more than Kiki bucks. And let's get back to Kiki. Wait, how do I do this? You really threw me off, Bauman. You're way too kind. Way too kind.
But she is here now. Are you excited, Michaeline?
Yes. I saw her on Gino's show the other day. Yeah, I'd love to meet her. It's going to be great.
We had the best time with her on In Hot Water.
Mm-hmm.
She's here now, so I'm going to go ahead and bring her in. Her name?
You've said that twice. You said you were going to bring her in. Now, let's see how long it takes.
Her name is Sheena Ryder. You can follow her. I will put all of her links in the body of this program. She is in the industry, as they say. She's
dragging
industry?
this out longer. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, the porn industry.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. The way she said it, I was like, what?
The industry.
But she's dragging out longer, but she's got nothing to say. Why are you dragging it out? Like, you see at the start of the show where I was like, we're not going to fuck around. Here's Josh. Here's Robbie. You know, like, I'm not going to fill in a bunch of words when I've got nothing to say. I want to get on with the show.
I'm disappointed you don't have a program for every episode, Aussie. Seriously. I'd like a handheld program.
Just got back from Exotica in Chicago.
There you go.
I had the best time with her on In Hot Water. I want to know how all of Exotica was. I want to know. We're all going to get to know her once again. All right, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado.
Finally.
Sheena Ryder. Hello, darling.
Hi there. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good.
So Sheena is on her phone in an echoey room, which is always great. Great podcast. You might have figured that out. If you had her on before the show started, you might have been able to go, hey, Sheena, is there a room that's like maybe a little less echoey and shit? Or do you have headphones and, you know, with a mic attached and all that shit? You could have maybe done that if you did that before the show, but maybe not.
This is my mom /co-host /BFF, Michaeline. This is my mother, Michaeline.
Hi there. You can call me Mickey.
So great to meet you. Wow.
What was funny there, but B, again, you could have done this before the show. Hi, I'm Michaeline. Yeah, you can call me Mickey. Yeah, no, let's do it on the show. Let's make sure this is just weird, uncomfortable interaction at the start of a show.
Nice to meet you too. I watched you on Gino's show the other day. You're so beautiful, and have a really great career. I love.
I'm going to go ahead and say Keanu's more attractive than this bird.
Yeah,
Now,
this thing looks like Angelina from Jersey Shore or some shit. It's pretty nasty.
Now she does have tits. Keanu doesn't have tits, so like that is a markup in my book, having some tits. But no, in terms of like facial attractiveness, Keanu's more attractive than this bitch.
Love it. Oh my gosh.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
So, do you remember coming on Gino's show? If I were you, I guess.
What a great first
Wasn't it a week ago?
Yeah, do you remember coming on Gino's show?
Well, like that's something you asked if they were like blacked out drunk or something. Like what?
Yeah, yes. Oh wait, something else has happened over here. Ewa.
Ew.
Yes. What? Jesus Christ! Another 50. Thank you so much. While I can't compete with lovable Baumet, here is some support. Ewa bucks for Down Under Guy. Keep up the good work, sir.
Thank you.
Incredibly kind. We really appreciate that.
Can I just say, Aaron, those are fucking long plays right there. Those are like fucking 50-yard bombs.
Yes.
Not 1 yard runs around the fucking center.
Yes. Yeah, this is this is Joe Flacco to Torrey Smith in the divisional round. You know
there you
what I mean?
go.
Like, just fucking lobbing it deep. Fucking hell. What a night. We've already had a great show. By Aaron Imholte, mate, for doing movie math, this has been a good show already. And we haven't even done anything good yet. And shit show popping in, not to be outdone, $1.99. Robbie, give me your number. I'll text you some lines. Wow.
Nice. I like that.
Is that shots fired? Or does he believe in you and he wants you to drop some killer lines? I don't know.
I'm gonna go with
what?
the latter.
Cocaine? I don't know.
Not those kind of lines.
You can't send them via text, Robbie.
That's a good point.
Like an actor.
Yeah.
So he's calling me extremely unclever. Great. That's wonderful.
Thanks, shit show. You've broken his spirit.
We had him calm down, shit
trying.
show. We had him calm down, and now here comes the rage.
Great point from Baumet. Come on, gang, let's start a rally. Yeah. This is fucking fifth round.
What's he mean by the last message?
Robbie, get over it, dude.
It's all good.
Yes. This current rally is the fifth inning of Game 5 of the World Series right now. We are the Dodgers, and we are having a hell of a fucking rally.
I lost some money on that game.
No, it was fun. Honestly, that hour like flew by, and then all of a sudden I was like, "Wow, I drink a lot of water, and I have to go to the bathroom now. Can I go?"
I just remember you looking at him like, "What the fuck is he even saying? Who knows?"
Everyone looks at Gino like that, Kiki. I don't know if you picked up on that. That's what happens. Anybody having a conversation with Gino.
I was trying to keep track on some of the inside jokes and just like, yeah. And then
the jokes that are so inside that Gino is the only person that knows what that joke is.
Frank coming on, very persistent, and yes.
His mind is a labyrinth. Look at him here. If you guys aren't listening to In Hot Water, you can catch it's on Rumble, and Sheena was on last week. Here's Gino.
He's gay.
So again, the dummy needs to play the fucking sound drop. Just go, oh, we're talking about Gino? All right, I got to play my fucking Gino.
But he has a special connection to classical music. There's many things that are interesting about him.
Yes. So that's Gino. I like when you laugh. Everybody was talking about your adorable snort because I snort too.
Yeah, women love that. Yeah, bring that up. Bring that up.
I'm sure that's the last thing she wanted to be brought up.
Yeah,
yes.
yeah, yes. But everyone loves it. Yeah, nobody's making fun of it at all. They love it.
Yeah, Keanu does that too.
We love it. Look, Sparkles. We love Sheena. See? Sheena. So when I left you last time, when I first met you on In Hot Water, you were headed to the Chicago Exotica convention.
Yes, I was procrastinating.
Great question. When I last talked to you, you were heading to this. Yep, that's what I was doing. Is there a question, right? All right, Sheena's a pro. She's just going to take over.
This is where the industry thing is coming in now. And I think Robbie wasn't far off here. I don't think we're far off.
Yeah, I get you.
Unpacking and getting all of my merch ready and everything that I should have done to be completely on mark, but I did survive with the.
What's that like? Do you have to? So you have to bring all? How many bags do you have to bring? You have to bring.
Oh yeah, you've got a fucking porn star on. Let's talk about how much luggage she has to fucking take to a convention. This is great stuff, Kiki. You should be on radio or. You have some kind of high media job, crushing it.
Oh.
And
God, I was on Southwest and had the 2 free check bags, but I was overweight and had to do that whole I weighed it with the little thing, but still at the front having to fucking take shit out of my damn bag.
They do this on purpose. They do the numbers like that just to laugh at us and make us miss our flights. And they want to see you're hot. So they probably were like, I want to see what's in this lady's bag.
Comedian, folks.
That's exactly what they were
a comedian.
That would explain, though, that theory would explain why I've been 10 pounds over on both bags. And they're like, oh, whatever, go through.
They don't want to see what's in your bag.
Exactly.
They already know how much weight you're adding to the plane. They're like, oh, well, fuck it. What's another 20 pounds? He's already pushed us to the limit. Let's take it on, But let's go with more hot luggage talk. That's where you get a porn star on.
Well, I was flying back and I didn't sell as much stuff as I would have liked. And they're like, oh, can you move a pound around? And I'm like, I don't even know what a pound. How many DVDs is a pound?
Oh, so you didn't even sell her DVDs.
Damn.
How many are there? How many DVDs does it take to make a pound?
Why are you selling DVDs in 2025?
I know.
Jesus Christ.
That might be why you didn't sell them, because no one's buying them.
Yes.
Fair enough.
Genius marketing. Bauman says, hey, Aussie Guy, I'm using my iPhone and I'm having a problem joining your great channel. Have a mod send me a link to join. Dayla, are you around? If you're around, sort Bauman out, will you? Thank you, Bauman, for appreciation.
It's so ridiculous.
The woman was like, do you have any toys in there? And I was like, no, I don't have any sex toys in there.
Oh my God, it's so ridiculous.
He was like, no, I thought you had children. What do you mean sex toys? No.
Oh my God. The airlines rules are so nuts.
No.
You're a porn star. It's a good question.
Yeah.
Yeah. Again, well, first of all, the comedian's response was, oh, I thought you had kids in there. What? What does that even mean? But yeah, great point, Josh. They pegged her as a fucking porn star immediately. So you got any fucking sex shit in there that's fucking making this way a lot? You could probably dump a few dildos, couldn't you? I mean, come on.
Right?
All right, so that is the end of that. I couldn't go any further into this fucking nonsense. I don't know if they got to talking about porn star stuff with a porn star. Wasn't interested in checking any more out because we got to get to what did annoy me last week. And Kiki thought this was so great that she'd clip the segment and put it on her channel. It's funny because I messaged the Pretty Antisocial ladies this morning and said, hey, you guys got an episode and a timestamp of that shit that you were playing on your members only the other week. And they were like, oh, what timestamp? She's done the same bit like half a dozen times this week on different shows. And I was like, all right, I'll go find it. And then I went to her channel and she clipped it and put it on a channel. I was like, oh, fucking, I don't have to scroll through fucking 3 hours of nonsense. You've actually just condensed it down for me. So yeah, this is Kiki's new bit, the thing she likes to do. She's figured out on OBS or whatever that she can do the old Conan O'Brien bit. Remember when Conan O'Brien would have the face, but his mouth would be talking?
Oh,
you might be a bit young. But yeah.
Yeah, I was more of a Jay Leno. I was more of a Jay Leno.
Oh,
guy,
don't say
yeah.
that. Don't say that. Oh.
Sorry. I've seen
Conan
Jay.
was-
I saw Jay Leno live. I was always the Jay Leno guy.
Oh, Conan was so much funnier. The late night with Conan O'Brien was so much funnier than the Tonight Show. But anyway, that's not the point here. It's a bit from the Conan O'Brien, late night with Conan O'Brien from like, I don't know, late 90s, early 2000s. Like it's a 20-odd-year-old bit. But Kiki's brought it back, and by God, if she's not a comedian, watch this and tell me she's not a comedian.
Better looking.
Marginally.
Marginally.
Thank you so much. I learned that from you, Michaeline, because
You did.
I fall asleep and sit and hang out and watch.
All right. So as you can see, it's Jackie from Pretty Antisocial. She'd already done Haley. She spent a bit of time doing the Haley bit, but now she's on to Jackie, and everyone, the general consensus is Jackie's the nice one out of the Pretty Antisocial girls. Haley's a fiery redhead. She's got a bit of cunt in her, you know what I mean? And she'll tell it like it is. Whereas Jackie's a little bit more, she's a bit kinder, a bit nicer, a bit gentler. Steel Toe figured that out in his divide and conquer tactics. He went for, I'm going to be nice to Jackie and shit on Haley. So Jackie's the nice one.
Every single thing that you and Keanu do.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I hate my life.
Oh.
I can see why. Your voice just grates on me, though.
It grates on my own brain.
It does.
She almost forgot that she was doing a character. She nearly said it grates on me too. And she's like, it grates on my own brain. You fucking dummy.
Grates on me. It's like somewhere between adult and little girl voice. It's just really creepy.
Yeah.
Whoa,
Isn't that describing
what?
Yeah, it is
Kiki
describing
to
her
a
own
T?
daughter.
Yeah, that's what?
That's like I can just take out all my frustration on this dumb bitch that's my daughter, but she'll think I'm talking about somebody else.
It's amazing again the lack of self-awareness that these dummies show. That you're literally saying to your daughter, your voice sucks, but you're telling another woman who speaks quite eloquently as a woman,
And she doesn't sound anything like that.
No.
No.
Yeah. Michaeline. Queen Michaeline.
Queen, thank you.
My children hate me.
Yeah.
Whoa. Where are we going now? What are we doing here, Kiki? Her children hate her? Yeah, this is comedy. This is comedy from a comedian.
She tried to bring children in earlier.
Yeah. This is a hurt woman lashing out. And we got a bit to go on this.
I can see why. They probably can't tolerate that voice in their brains all day, every day.
I say, children, don't you want to learn about Steel Toe Aaron? And they say, you're a loser, Mom. Why are you sitting in the den talking about a man we don't know?
So she's thought about this. Like she's really taken herself to a dark place here. I've seen in the chat people are uncomfortable with this.
It does look like a horror movie. That
Yeah.
camera.
It is a little scary. Like she's got a clown face or some shit. Like she's been licking her
yeah,
upper lip.
it's a mixture of one of those movies where the mom gets possessed, so her facial expressions get kind of distorted, and that mixed with like a crazy clown, like Josh said.
It's we're only early in this clip. Where are we
Yeah.
at? 1 minute 11. I think I got over 3 minutes here.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
This gets a little bit more wild.
Honestly, you guys have no personalities other than just speaking about other people, talking about other people. You have no personalities.
That's what you're doing right now.
What?
Self-awareness.
What?
Self-awareness.
Holy shit.
I have no personality.
We know nothing about you guys. Nothing.
I have no personality whatsoever.
You don't, and neither does that redhead.
Am I ugly?
Pretty ugly.
Yeah.
No, like I said, you're.
Now we're gonna go to looks. Am I ugly? And again, Michaeline,
You got no room to talk.
I'm gonna respond with, yeah, you're ugly.
Bowie.
Okay. Hey, I'm not the person that's been comparing you to Bob Levy
Or David Bowie.
and I'm not gonna say dead David Bowie, by the way. I'm certainly not going there. I've never done that, but you're compared to an old man. Just to be clear.
You're marginally better since.
Sorry, Robbie.
I've never said she looks slightly trans, but I have been texted that by people, so there's that.
Yeah. I've made the joke that Michaeline is the laziest trans name change there's ever been.
Jesus Christ. You're not wrong, but still.
You've glamorized yourself up a little bit.
My children hate me, and I'm obsessed with Keanu, and I can't think of doing anything else with my life other than like watching her. And I think it's hurting my children. Help me. How did you raise such a nice daughter?
Whoa! She's not the first time she's gonna call herself nice in this. Well, obviously, Jackie's gonna call her nice. My apologies. It is Jackie that's talking right now. You're a nice person because a woman watches your show and points out that you're dumb, which you are very, very dumb. And then you decide her children hate her. You think this is comedy and not just angry backlash at people that hurt your feelings, that weren't trying to hurt your feelings, just stating facts. Yeah, you've gone on this fucking mystery tour of your little theater of the mind that her children hate her. Wow.
You just have to be a nice person to raise nice kids, though. And yeah.
Wow, what a diss on herself.
You're I don't know.
Can I tell you something, Queen Michaeline?
Oh, yeah, as long as you call me Queen.
Queen Michaeline, my children throw rocks at me. All the time.
Remember what I said over all these clips? People are always going to be laughing, and you're not really sure what they're laughing about. Comedy gold to Michaeline.
This is cataract humor.
They're like, stop talking about steel toe. And then they pelt rocks at me. And
I love that. What creative kids.
Yes. They're like, we don't know who that is. That's not our daddy. Why are you sitting in the den talking about steel toe? We don't know who that is. And then they throw rocks at me at full force.
All right, you said they throw rocks at me three times.
That is funny. It's hilarious. It's fucking hilarious.
We all know a great punchline means you keep going back to it. That's the audience will never get sick of it.
I love that.
And that makes me hate Keanu too, even though she's the nicest person.
Oh, hello. Someone has arrived, wants to get in on this. Here's a man known the world over for having a head like a fucking pineapple.
Oh boy.
Take a pineapple.
Fuck you, Kiki, you stupid cunt. Hello,
Did
guys.
Hello, Echo. Did you have your foot down to the accelerator to get here for this?
I sure did. I nearly sprained my ankle. I was so bad.
Fuck you!
Hey, Echo pulling back the curtain, but we're not going to talk about it, are we?
No. Of course not.
Pretty Antisocial is hit us up on the old. Oh, I'm going to remember to do this first this time. Hit us up on the old super tips. Thank you, Pretty Antisocial.
Thank you.
Truth is, I'm jealous. The pretty antisocial ladies have everything I've ever wanted. Plus, they're more successful than I am in every way, and that's hard for me to accept.
There's a sense of that.
Are you married? Are you married to 55-year-old drunk no girls? Are you?
Yeah.
That's what
That was as smart as Kiki sounded all episode.
Yes. There is something with the AI, which I will get to in a later segment. The AI is smarter than we realize, but let's continue with this mess.
I've ever met. Do you know what else my kids do to me? Please tell me. In the mornings, because I can't wake up in the morning because I'm spending all night watching Keanu and Steel Toe and a little bit of Gino. And then flicking my bean to Patrick Melton.
Wow.
In the mornings, they come in and they pour boiling water on me. They go, "Wake up, mommy, wake up."
What?
I don't even know what that is.
Amazing.
Cold water would be the way to wake someone up, wouldn't it? Like,
well, I mean, to be fair, burning water would
they were throwing rocks already. They were throwing rocks already, so fucking boiling water, yes. It's
I guess. Yeah. I guess my point is it's less sadistic to do it with cold water. It's more my point. This is supposed to be comedy, right? I guess.
Extreme, I forget she's supposed to be a stand-up.
Yeah. We're going extreme, I guess. It's extreme comedy. Edgy shit.
You got to bring the kids into it if you want to get extreme.
Yes, exactly.
And I go, toe! Oh no! And it hurts. That's why I have to wear these clothes because my body is covered in sores.
I mean, we all wear clothes, don't we?
No, only to cover my sores. That's the only reason.
I don't think the pineapple's wearing any clothes. So there's that.
Well, that's a good point. Yeah. Well, no, he's more yellow. He's more yellow.
Wow, somebody's sensitive that they have to hide their face from the British government.
Oh wow,
you got me.
Robbie is hot. Robbie is hot at you because the way you went at him in DMs earlier. He's got a
what with the facts?
Yeah,
sorry, Robbie.
Just the facts, Echo.
Sorry. Yeah. I'll stop using logic and facts against you, pal.
It's 2025. Common sense is out the fucking window. Come on, man.
Yeah. The artist formerly known as Common. Yes.
From all of the boiling water, my children are monsters.
And the stoning. And the stoning.
Stoning
when you wanna go home.
Yes.
Stone you when you live all alone.
All right. So dummies, when they got nothing to say, they sing songs. And that's another theme of the show today. I know there's a few themes that I've been mentioning, but there's a lot of dummies singing today as well.
Yeah, it is like that.
On you when you wanna feel so good.
Yeah, it's like that.
You know how?
And it doesn't feel good.
Yeah.
You know how there's like, if you read about once they stopped allegedly waterboarding people in Guantanamo, they had to use other tactics like play music really loud at all hours. So the terrorist people would be like, I'll give up my info if you just let me fucking sleep. They could just play that on a loop, just her voice singing. They would cough up everything.
So,
but Jackie's got the weird voice.
Yeah. With this Aussie Guy, so obviously this is the most prep I think I've ever seen her do, which is have a photo on her screen where her mouth comes through like the whole piece. I do like that she's like, I've got this great bit. I'm going to be bringing up their kids non-stop. It's going to be hilarious. And the mum's like, you know what's even better than this though at the moment? Me just singing random shit.
Let me save this.
Yeah.
It's a great point you bring up, Echo, because she did go to the time and trouble of figuring out how to do this and put her mouth like in
Masterful.
that position.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
At no point did she consider material.
No.
And that's what's insulting to me. Like, you got this great bit. It could work if you've got material. She got nothing.
Should we be honest as well? She didn't come up with that idea or even do that herself. Someone sent it to her, told her what she could do, and she went, "That's a great idea." And as a comedian, thought, you know what? I'll just improv. It will be fun.
Yeah.
Afternoons, they throw rocks at me.
Sometimes.
Wait. How many times is that now? With
This
the
is
rocks?
more than when she does Bacchanal Thursday or whatever.
Yeah, I know. I should have.
Take a drink. Take a drink.
Yeah.
They pour boiling water on me. Yeah.
But everybody wants to get stoned.
Keep singing. Yeah, good stuff.
So, what should I do to change my life so that my children don't throw rocks at me and pour boiling water on me?
Wait. I assume Micheline is supposed to be interviewing Jackie. That was the point.
Right.
Now, Jackie is leading the way and saying, so what should I do to stop doing this same line over and over and over again? Can you give me some advice? Can you actually come into the show and help me?
She's already trying to save her. She's already trying to save her with the singing. I mean,
that's a good point.
You know what would be absolutely amazing if she'd just had enough of her daughter that day. So she started going, well, what you could do is maybe move out with your husband and pay for your own place and stop relying on your mum for everything. And she's like, what? Mum, no, we're doing a character. Oh, yeah, no, sorry. Sorry, apologies.
I'm still in character. Sorry.
Yeah, for sure.
into your own soul and figure that out for yourself. Since you're such a know-it-all.
Yeah, I do. I think I know everything about Keanu, and I'm mean about her, but she's the nicest person ever, and I don't want my children.
She came on your show, and she was nice to both of you, and you.
She
both
was.
Yeah.
She made me laugh, and
she literally was so nice to you. And she kept saying, "But I like the gals. I mean, I like them."
What have you guys been doing for the last few minutes? Being nice to her?
Well, they deserve it, see? They deserve it because they had her. They were on the same show, and Keanu at that time was nice, and they laughed at something she said, maybe politely, but they laughed at something. So therefore, constant immunity going forward. So that's the rule.
Oh, right. So you're allowed to say and do anything from there.
Yes, yeah.
I wasn't aware of the rules. I didn't realize that just as long as you're just nice to someone once.
Once.
Every point going forward, you are always nice. So I get it.
Until you know what? You pushed her too far, and now she doesn't like you at all. And I don't blame her one bit. She was a nice person to you. And you guys fucked her over or tried to.
All right, Micheline, Keanu's trying to tell you, shut the fuck up. She's got a hilarious line she's trying to spit out. She keeps trying to spit it out, but you won't shut the fuck up. Can you let Keanu work her comedic magic?
Do anyway.
Queen Micheline, everybody online is making fun of me.
Pardon me?
Everybody online's making fun of me.
Good.
Everyone online's making fun of you, Keanu. People are shitting on you left, right, and center. Jackie's not. I don't think she's really getting that much criticism. But I don't know. Maybe I'm looking at the wrong forums.
Maybe, and I deserve it. And my children are throwing rocks at me and pouring water on me.
It's very creative of them. They want to get you.
Yeah.
Aussie Guy. Maybe I've come in this halfway through. So has there been a time where Jackie was on her show and she's like, my kids keep throwing rocks at me and pouring water that I've missed? Is there a bit that I'm assuming she's just making this up and it's a really random, terrible example? If my kids didn't like me, you know what they do? They'll probably throw rocks at me. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And pour boiling hot water at me. Oh, okay. Yeah, sure. Okay.
That's some shitty kids.
To answer your question, Eccles, this is the best Keanu could come up with.
Right, and it's from nowhere. This is just her going, you know what I reckon her kids do? I reckon they throw stones at her. Essentially.
They only know that Jackie has kids is because it's referred to from time to time where Haley's like, oh, Jackie's had to duck off to do something for the kids or whatever. That's all right. So they know she has kids, you know, like if Keanu somehow found out that I'm shitting all over her at the moment, she'd probably also find out that I've had kids, and then my kids would hate me too.
Do your kids throw rocks at you, Dean?
My son punches me pretty hard sometimes. I'll be honest.
Does he throw rocks at you?
No, he's never. He has thrown things at me. Don't get me wrong. But
Aussie Guy, do us a favor.
Specifically. Yeah.
Do us a favor. Just move away from your mic for a second. I'm just screenshotting this so I can send it over to Kiki with an idea for a next show.
Do you know what? And I knew this was going to happen tonight. I'm going to let this play out because I'm going to have a quick piss break. So
you're on the right path.
Do you think I actually do look like Kathy Bates?
I think
a young Kathy Bates?
I think maybe a little.
I do. I know I do.
It was pre-skinny Pat. You know, she's skinny now. You know.
Yeah. She has a thigh gap and everything. I will never have that.
No, you never will.
Or any talent.
How tall are you? You seem very short.
I'm very stout. I'm as tall as I am wide.
I noticed that.
That's why it's so easy for the kids to hit me with rocks.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
It's a big target.
Do you tumble over when they do that?
No, yeah, I'm a weeble and I wobble and I do fall down. I fall down. My children are fed up with me being obsessed with a 32-year-old comedian named Keanu Thompson. It's upsetting to.
And there it is, folks. So she officially called herself a comedian after this dreck. It's absolute
I just
garbage.
wonder, were we talking about a young Kathy Bates hot like Misery? Or no, I'm just fucking
I'll be honest. Sorry. I was just going to say, I'll be honest. The only time that I think her kids might say something to her is if she referred to you as a comedian. And then they might be like, "Oh, mum, that's too far. You're being too harsh on that lady. Everyone knows she's not a comedian. Don't be that cruel."
That's when they start pinging rocks. What the fuck are you talking about? I think there's only a few seconds left, but let's let it play out.
Do you think if I apologize to Keanu, she would forgive me?
I think you need to try.
I'll try. I will try.
I think you need to try.
I'm gonna go cry now. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thank you.
Brutal.
I mean, just
it was
hard hitting, like those rocks, for sure.
Phenomenal. So
pounders.
So you're gonna do a bit like that, like in all seriousness. Going back to it, you're gonna do a bit like that. Have some jokes. Have something. You know what I mean? Now, with that being said, we're getting a phone call. We do have a special guest.
I'm busy. I've got to go.
Special guest.
You answer it, Robbie.
Oh shit,
ladies and gentlemen. Please welcome to the United States of Australia for the first time, Kiki Starfish is joining us.
Sad. Looks sad.
Welcome, Kiki Starfish. Hey guys, how you doing? Kiki Starfish. Kiki Starfish, you sound You sound a bit sad and depressed. Yeah, well, Kiki put me on the internet and nobody really cared. Well, Kiki Starfish. Kiki puts a lot of stuff on the internet that nobody cares about. Yeah, that's true. Excuse me. But it's not just that. It's the binge drinking and the diarrhea. It causes inflammation. You know, it's the hours sitting on a chair, live streaming. If you think it's bad listening to her, imagine having your face buried in a chair while having to listen to her. That's pretty painful, you know. There's also Gino's cigar stained fingers stuck in me all the time, you know. That's
bad.
Robbie, start throwing stones, Robbie. Come on.
Start throwing rocks.
That's not very pleasurable.
Is that what they made in hot water?
Yeah.
Well, Kiki Starfish, that sounds uncomfortable and unfortunate. I can see how that would be upsetting for you. I don't know. Do you have anything coming up? Do you have anything that you're expecting? I mean, I'm expecting to maybe tighten up soon because Gino looks like he's gonna yell the N-word in Brooklyn. So that's making me pretty uncomfortable. But other than that, no, I'll keep struggling through life, man. All right, Kiki Starfish.
I have a question for Kiki.
Oh, yes, Josh. You got a question for Kiki Starfish.
Is this the picture, Kiki, that no one wanted to see or that no one did see?
Well, no, unfortunately, that's why there's watermarks all over it. This is the one Kiki didn't want on the internet because obviously I look very sad and depressing.
Did Aaron take the picture?
This is the picture that was on the internet. Yeah, this is the one. Yeah.
Okay.
Kiki Starfish. I also have a question for you, Kiki Starfish.
Yeah.
Can you confirm or deny that you were paid the traditional $20 that it costs for someone to have you on their screen? Were you paid that amount by Aussie Guy? Can you confirm that?
I believe the Aussie Guy waived the licensing option.
Oh, brilliant.
Yeah,
okay.
That's why, again, the watermarks, you know.
Yeah,
can't get away from them.
Okay.
But
well,
also,
I can't wait for this to be a weekly segment, Kiki Starfish. Thank you.
I also want to say that the reason I came on is because this is now revenge porn, and the Aussie Guy is going down for this.
Oh, shit.
So, I guess thank you for having me on the show. Yeah, thank you, Kiki Starfish.
Wrap it up,
we appreciate you joining us. Till next time. So, you know, I mean, I don't know. Everyone can rate the comedy of that, but I don't think I don't think you can deny that was like in good fun. You know what I mean? There's no
for sure.
personal attacks. Like we did a bit, you know, and yeah. There's no need to go after someone's parenting skills or
their children. Yes. I know where you're going.
But just in case you do want to, Kiki, remember I have sent you that screenshot, and there is a snip of Dean on this saying that his kid throws stuff at him. So feel free to recycle that.
And by all means, use that. Yeah, for sure. I mean, he literally has. Kids get angry and violent sometimes.
Yeah, for sure.
Like,
especially when Australian. God.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. And it's having me for a father. I mean, Jesus Christ. I do have to give a shout out to Adam Davies, I believe is the name. Had a fucking banger of a super chat to this little piggy on Friday. His super chat read, "Opinions are like assholes. Nobody's interested in Keanu's."
Brilliant. That's good.
Banger of a. I could have tried to pass that off as my own joke, but no. Adam Davies deserves the credit. That's where I heard it. And
well done, Aussie.
It's because you're an honest guy, man.
Honesty. It's the best policy. Well, you know that Keanu is a part of a team, right, fellas?
Have no loyalty to those two pieces of shit. Like, there's no loyalty among all the fake people. Everyone in the chat, they're all fucking losers that fucking live vicariously through this shit. They have no fucking lives. Shut the fuck up with your opinion. It's a friend of telling you, shut the fuck up and talk about things you know about, but don't lower yourself to the level of this bunch of fair. No, you're not allowed to say to me, let's say you were stolen materialistic piece of shit. Flat bro.
Oh, I didn't do it. Sorry.
Yeah, you didn't do it, Echo. Come on.
Yeah, dude.
Sorry.
Cool.
Robbie's
Ain't nobody think he's funny.
I find myself sometimes walking around the house just singing that song. I
Oh,
wish
right.
I knew the creator. He's a
tight.
fucking legend. Yeah. Absolute fucking banger. And great job from Echo for transforming it for us.
Stealing it. Yes, exactly. You're
Good job,
welcome.
Echo.
But you transformed
Bare
it.
minimum.
You did. You added his rant at Moody and, of course, the great Pat Dixon punching Gino like everyone has always ever wanted to do. So, yeah, Gino's had a fun week. And I've got some sort of tweet stuff to cover later. But I went to check out a Gino show. And I actually left the clip out. Right? I clipped something from an episode. And then I started listening to a different episode and clipping that, and then I found myself going, fuck that first clip. This is just, there's too much going on this other episode. What I listened to today while clipping this is one of the biggest abominations I've ever fucking heard. And I'll be honest, I like making fun of solo Gino, and since he's added Keanu to be his quote unquote producer in the booth, it's not as fun as just Gino turning on a stream and fucking ranting by himself. And it's especially worse when there's a guest as well. Because when Gino has a guest, it means it's some other drunk idiot that can put up with Gino. Which means they're just as annoying as Gino and Keanu. You know what I mean? So now you're tripling the annoyance of what's going on. But Gino spent, well, let's go to just the beginning. We've always got to start with the beginning of Gino's show, because you never know what's going to happen at the intro to a Gino show. And let's see what happens this time.
Yep, boy. Why is there an echo? Hang on. Not gonna hang on. I like it. Hello. Yeah, we got it. What'd we do? You made it go away.
Oh, the fun police came. Is it better, babe?
No.
Look at that. Is that good?
What'd you do?
Look at
What
that.
did you do?
The fun police came and took our echo away.
I liked it. Mr. Faversham liked it. Hey, buddy. Welcome to the Water Slayer Bay. We're happy. I thought I'd start out Passover by showing one more thing we can blame the Jews for.
Okay.
Am I right?
Okay. Passover.
So there we go. The comedic stylings of Gino Bisconte. Just Jews. Yep. Just mention races, Gino.
How many of his fans, when they saw this show, turned over because they're like, okay, no N-word today, and then apparently.
That's a good point. But yeah, Gino starting off with the technical difficulties, as we've seen how many times? I mean, pretty much every Gino segment we've ever done.
Yeah, every time. I waited for a minute silence. I was expecting we were just going to have a minute silence at the start. So
well, that's because I cut out the first. That's because I cut out the first 4 minutes where he plays a silent video every single fucking show. It goes for 3.5 minutes. Oh, it's unbelievable. Anyway, so they proceeded to then. This is going to surprise you guys, all right? Because it is 2025, right? Gino then spent about 45 minutes on COVID, talking about COVID.
Okay.
As we know, that is exactly what everyone's
hot stuff right there. Yes.
Yeah.
Cool for sure. Yeah.
Yeah. But then we get to where the conversation turns. Now, I want to say I got a certain distance into this episode where I couldn't take it anymore. And I was like, I've got enough clips and I can't take this shit anymore. This is where it turns to the people that upset them and make them angry. And I should have left in the Rumble rant of what the whole Rumble rant says, because it doesn't actually connect to where they jump to. But this kicks off to where Kiki just finishes reading the Rumble rant.
And you're right, Larry, because you said it. And if I can touch upon this,
Wait.
you're right.
Actually,
You're like, yeah, you're doing stand-up. Where you're not.
I could actually pause. it. It was on the screen long enough to where we can read it. The real Chris Thompson, how is Kiki doing that? She doesn't have the technical know-how to do that. Time for my diabetes medication. I guess I do kind of get the link now. I think the link does kind of get explained now that I did think to read that. I think it's actually why their feelings are hurt.
And touch upon this, you're right. You're like, yeah, you're doing stand-up where you can't be bothered with this. You're getting back into it. You know what I mean? It's like, and that's the one thing.
Is that what you said to your niece?
That's what.
If I can touch upon this,
you got to pick a side on that joke.
So this is the problem with having guests with Gino. And again, like Kiki being in the booth doesn't help it either. But this guy wants to do his yucks. Gino can't get to a point at the best of times. Why are you distracting him in the middle of trying to say something?
He's talking about the fat onion. Saying
But there's some guy that literally is watching the clip of that. He's like, he's watching watch his clipper who clipped our show, and he's like, obviously Keanu can't do that. The guy added the face in. It's like, why are you?
Didn't you say that earlier, Eckel, or pretty much said something along the
lines?
A
1,000,000%. Yeah, she's not able to do anything.
Yeah. But apparently, I don't even remember Patrick saying this. I don't remember Patrick watching a clip of Keanu's face thing. Now, maybe it was I missed one members only stream that Patrick did. So maybe it was on that one. I don't remember ever hearing Melton say anything about this and whether they figured it out or not. But this has got them hurt. This has got them really hurt.
Like that's how you know.
Right.
That's how you know that you're doing well or whatever.
Right.
When they're like, no, they didn't do that. We did. Somehow we did that.
That's how you know you're doing well. Is that people think you're so incompetent you couldn't have achieved that on your own. That's when you know you're doing well. Nobody believes you can achieve that goal.
Now, if he said that's how you know you've got really low expectations for your show, he'd be absolutely correct. You'd be like, yes, everyone assumed you can do anything, and maybe you did something, so well done. But not specifically well. Yeah.
Obvious how they did it. Yeah. It's like it doesn't take a genius to figure that out. No. See, what I attribute it to, it's too easy to say somebody living in their mom's basement, because
yes, dude, it is. Because everyone fucking says it. Yeah.
That was a thing for like serial killers when we were growing up. Right. But the thing is that now it's people who are bitter about stuff. Their star didn't come in. They were at the airport when the ship came in. A lot of things happen to them where they're bitter, and they're called haters right now. So until they can like maybe get a name for themselves, because I've started noticing people would make a name off of somebody else's name. Like, it would be somebody else's name that's cool, but
a listing, Gino?
I quite
Compound Media.
Yeah.
He's talking to you right now, Gino. This is what all these dummies do. Again, self-awareness. All these dummies want to talk shit about people because their feelings are hurt, but not actually think about themselves, and if I've said anything critical of somebody that you guys go look at me and go, dude, you fucking do that. You're a hypocrite. Let me know. I'd love to fucking hear it. Because I don't like to be a hypocrite.
1 second. Seeing as I gave Kiki an Easter present earlier, I want to give Gino one. Instead of saying people that live in their mum's basement, you could say people who stream in their wife's shed. That would be a good one.
Oh,
that's cute. That is cute.
Okay.
This house is definitely in my name.
It looks quite nice. It looks quite nice behind you, by the way, Aussie Guy.
You know, I might give Gino a pass on his self-awareness because he's wearing the fucking CT fucking gear shit on his head, like been fucking rocked a few times.
But well played, Echo. But again, I've not criticized anyone for being in their mother's basement or their wife's basement or anything. You know what I mean?
Sure,
like,
but wouldn't you give it like a little chuckle and you kind of be like, yeah, like if they actually came with anything remotely creative like that?
Oh no, of course. If they said that, if Gino said that back to me, of course, yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
Yeah.
But again, I wouldn't get upset about that. I go, yeah, all right, fair enough.
Hey, Aussie Guy, I would never say such thing, mate. I have the utmost respect for your streaming location.
The facts are, I'll be real with everyone. Yeah, my wife runs shit. My wife runs shit. My wife makes more money than me. Like, my wife is a boss. No doubt about that. So if you want to call me my wife's bitch, call me my wife's bitch, baby.
You do that, guys.
Yeah.
We don't care.
I'm definitely not my wife's mother's bitch, which Gino does seem to be.
Then it's like, then they'll make it and there'll be a hatred for it. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, okay, so you added it for notoriety because you're clever, and that was a clever name. But now what you're adding to it is hate every time. And it's like, what are you bitter at? Let's stop on that beat and pause.
All right, yes. Oh, well, hang on. What is it? No, that's right. I did want to stop it there because it does lead to the next clip. So this is what happens when somebody doesn't know anything about the Dabbleverse or, related verses that do reaction content and make jokes about people and laugh about them. When people come into it and they just get the version from their friend, they go, oh, yeah, these people are all filled with hate.
That's
and
ridiculous.
They're all bitter and they're all angry. Yeah, these sound like bully kind of people. And maybe we are, whatever. But it's you're not getting told the full story. You're just buying in to the nonsense that the hurt person is feeling. And we're going to start to see the hurt show up a lot more. And I just want to make it clear. Yes, I'm a enjoyer of Nobody Likes Onions. I find Patrick Melton entertaining and funny. This in no way, where this is about to go, do I give a fuck about anything you said about Patrick Melton. This is about your own attitude, the way you're presenting yourself in this situation. So we're going to get to next. They don't shit on people. Now,
Thank you, Derek, for saying, like, we do a show.
I just realized when I clicked the clip. Again, they don't shit on people. We just watched Keanu.
They just throw rocks. That's all.
3 minutes. Yeah.
So, Aussie Guy, I'm really sorry to interrupt, mate.
No.
I feel bad. And the fact that we're talking about people kind of like shitting on people, I feel it's only fair. We were in the car on our way back, and I was watching a clip of I won't derail too much, but Joey C was on MLC, my wife can only hear the audio, and it's on it. They're kind of like, well, who trolls you? Like, who's doing these shows about you? And he goes like, Honk the Clown, Quadfather, and then he says, and the Pineapple, and she goes, oh, you got mentioned, kind of thing. And then the next thing she heard was KB go, who even are these people? And she bursts out laughing, and I was like, thanks. And she's like, oh, it's funny. So there you go. just we can all be shouted. It's fine. But yeah, sorry.
No, but that is a great point, and I said it earlier. Like we covered the steel toe clip of Aaron mentioning me, and I was like, I'm fucking nobody. I'm an absolute fucking nobody. Why would you bring me up? There's no reason to bring me up. And yeah. That illustrates it well. It's like, yeah, we do our little shows and we get our, few viewers, but there's nothing of real consequence that's going on here.
Thank you.
And thank you, Derek, for saying, like, we do a show. We talk about shit. We make it funny. We don't fucking sit there shitting on other people unless they're people that I want everyone to know are pieces.
He didn't even take a breath before he said, unless. Let's go back. So So they just make it funny. They don't shit on people unless
they're people that I want everyone to know are pieces of shit, like Dr. Fauci, like Jimmy Kimmel, like fucking fat Patrick Melton, who happened to like.
Wow, Patrick Melton just got put in the same category
Dr.
Fauci and Jimmy Kimmel.
Wow,
dude, fucking made it.
Prestigious company.
Did Patrick do blackface?
Obviously,
he has.
Obviously. Yeah, let's be honest.
Yeah, he's a fucking edgelord. You know what I mean?
He's a cautionary tale. Like, this guy Pat Melton used to do stand up, and he can't now. Look, here he is. He can't now. This is him. Like, and now there you go. And he talks out of his left eye. Hey, Pat.
Gino.
So we just got to witness the great comedic stylings of Keanu doing Jackie for Pretty Antisocial. Now we get to see Kiki doing Patrick Melton. So this is going to be a laugh riot, isn't it?
She's just going to repeat this for weeks on end, isn't she? She's just going to do this for every fucking show. Oh.
Now, say what you like about Kiki Starfish. I think I kept that to under a couple of minutes, right? And I'm not.
And you're never doing it again, right? Never ever again, right? Yeah,
never doing it again. You know what I mean? Like that was it. That was a one-time bit to make a
One
point.
And done.
Of like, this is dumb. This is so dumb. But Kiki's going to Patrick, and I believe later on in the episode she does Haley and Jackie again. You know, because why not go back to that well? But this is her Patrick Melton. And I'm sure it's going to be brilliant and not the same shit repeated over and over and over again.
Now,
I'm angry and sad.
Now, Patrick, I can't help but notice. By the way, Larry Bay,
Patrick, I don't know
you know why you don't know him? Because he's not fucking funny.
Wow,
he did stand up ages ago, and now, and I'm.
I don't even stand up anymore,
That's
let
really good,
alone
that's really
do
good.
stand up.
Now,
I wish I had a clip. I wish I had it clipped every time Kiki said, I don't even stand up or I can't even stand up. It will be mentioned again in other clips, but the amount of times she said it would be the most amazing drinking game because that is her go-to with Patrick, is that he can't stand up.
You know what would be brilliant? I've just realised what would be amazing for this is if we get someone who can remove the voices of Gino and the African American and just have her just muttering away with her solo Melton stuff.
Point,
that would be brilliant. I would love to hear that.
The great thing about this, like I say, this is an abomination, this show. Like, three people doing their own show is what's going on here. And you'll see it across the clip. It's three people doing their own show, and Kiki is fucking feeling herself. She thinks this bit is great, and she's going to jump in all the time and just halt whatever minor momentum is going in the show. So.
Now, wouldn't you argue, like, to look at you here, Patrick? And I know
I'm
you're
fat.
No, but this is you, and the lipstick helps. This is you when you used to do stand-up a lot. Now you sit there in your dark room in Vegas, fucking twice as fat.
Yeah.
Literally, he has a hunched over back, and your job is not trying to be funny, not trying to make people laugh. Your job is to make people laugh at other people. How you feel about that, fat fuck?
He's a devil.
Just think about what he just said. Was it like, I mean, I don't know. There's a lot of people that hate Patrick Melton. I get it. And anyone shitting on Patrick Melton, they'll enjoy it. I understand that. What was funny about what Gino just said? But in the meantime, he's saying that, like, it's to make other people laugh. They make people laugh at other people. But it's like, what are you doing right now, man? Like,
that's reaction right there.
Yeah.
So I absolutely love that. Gino is supposed to be not only a comedian, but also like a podcaster. And he's kind of going, this guy, he used to go on stage and make people laugh. And now all he does is stay at home and make people laugh. Yeah. That's what he does. And it's like, all right, okay, cool. So he's still kind of being a comedian then, just in a different format. Now you do it, Gino. Now you do it. Go on.
Yeah. And he also said when Larry, I'm not going to call him the African American. I had enough.
Sorry, Larry.
But he is quite the chuckle fucker. We're going to say that. But he said, I'm not familiar with your work. And Gino said, that's because he's not funny. I mean, Gino, I've seen you appear on Nobody Likes Onions and laugh along with Patrick Melton and think he was having a great old time. He was hilarious to you at the time. So now he's not funny? Like the disingenuousness of it, is that a word? It's just
It's close enough.
Not really.
Yeah. But no, it just goes to the fakeness of these two, Gino and Keanu. Is that, well, they're saying mean things about me now, so they're not funny anymore. Patrick Melton could bury me tomorrow on his show. I'm not going to come on here and go, I'm not going to come in here and go, well, Patrick Melton's not funny. I know, like I said, he was funny for the last 2 years, but now that he said some shit about me, he's not funny anymore. No, like they're either funny or they're not. It's not, it doesn't change with the tide of whether they like you or they're being nice to you or not. This is what babies do. Babies get their feelings hurt and then lash out.
Yeah, how you feel? How do you feel from going to the greatest thing you can do, which expands the energy of everyone, giving people laughter, to hating fucking, which is such a negative thing, to having so much hate in your soul?
Well, all right, there's a couple of things there. I'm going to go back. So first of all, this goes out to comedians everywhere. Get over yourself. All right? People will come watch you for a laugh. You're not changing the world. The greatest thing you can do. The greatest thing you can do. Shut the fuck up. And you've never had anyone walk out of a Gino show going, oh, that was the greatest night of my life. Oh, I laughed so hard. But body language is key here. All right, because he catches himself, but what's the body language?
Laugh at other people. How you feel about that, fat fuck?
He's a dabbleverse?
Yeah, how you feel? How do you feel from going to the greatest thing you can do, which expands the energy of everyone, giving people laughter, to hating fucking...
Look at that. The hand on the chest. To hating me. To hating me. How do you go from making people laugh to hating me?
How can you
Which
hate
is such
me?
a negative thing.
Hate me for so long. How could you possibly hate me? Fucking fag.
To having so much hate in your soul and trying to get other people to hate that it fucking makes you fatter and sicker. How's that treating you, fat ass?
I'm very fat and very sick. And I can't
I almost
stand
offered him
the
some
fact-
booze, but I can't look.
Oh, there's a presence behind me that really.
You know, there's a lot of themes going. Again, everyone's laughing at what? She said, I'm very fat and sick. Comedy gold. This is great.
Just keep going back to the fat well, I guess. I mean,
Yeah.
Could you imagine that, Robbie? That's lazy, right? Lazy.
Yeah, I'd agree.
Hey, say what you like about my fat jokes about Robbie. I've never done the same one twice. Never
That's true.
done the same.
You know what? That's a good point.
that's a stale well.
Never mind.
You don't go there.
Crack on then, Dean. Never mind. Sorry, I was going to say stop doing it, but no, carry on. That's a good point.
I've never just come on the show and gone, Robbie's fat. Laugh,
You
everyone.
have a few times.
Come back 2 minutes later.
Yeah, usually when you want to shoehorn in a joke that's like really lazy, you just go the gay route. But yeah, you're more creative with your fat jokes. I'll give you that.
Thank you. Yeah, I am a bit more lazy with the gay stuff. Oh, gay stuff's easier, you know. There's so many gay innuendo. It's easy to
innuendo.
Oh, well done. Yeah, see, so much gay innuendo.
Really want some whiskey.
But do you understand? Like, this is, if you look at, let's talk about everyone in the Dabbleverse, and I don't.
Yeah, I was going to stop that clip early because the next clip picks up from that. So the next clip is going to be talking about the Dabbleverse. And if you think Gino never makes a point,
you might be right.
You'd be out of your fucking mind.
But do you understand? Like, this is, if you look at, let's talk about everyone in the Dabbleverse, and I don't mean this to shit on them. I want to help them. Watch this. Look at Patrick Melton then and look at him now. Look at Kevin Brennan when he was hanging out with us. Keanu, my wife Keanu said we're watching old Burning Bridges episodes. Kevin Brennan's a cutie. He's a charming little sweetheart.
No, he's not. He hurt my feelings.
Look at Chad Zumach. Now, I mean, I think I love him, but Kevin I think he's Brennan on Ozempic. He's got a can.
What? That was advice to the Doubleverse?
Mm-hmm.
What was
so
the
far,
point?
so good.
I don't know what the advice was.
Now, you guys might be thinking, well, you cut that clip after 30 seconds. Hand on heart, that doesn't go anywhere. It doesn't go anywhere.
I think I've actually worked it out. I think what he's saying is when Melton was being okay to Gino, he was fine and he was okay. He was quite interesting and funny. And when he wasn't, he was now no longer those things. Same with KB. When KB would have him on his show and be friendly towards him, that's when he was funny and for some reason cute looking, apparently. Now he doesn't. Ugly and old and not funny anymore. So yes, it's a reoccurring theme. I get it.
Oh no, I'm picking up what you're putting down. So when he was roommates with Chad Zumach and they were getting drunk together and
he was amazing.
Friends, but now Chad Zumach's on Ozempic, which
perfect.
Okay,
got it.
Yeah, like even
good
if
on
you
Chad,
think,
by the way. By the way, Chad, if you are on that, good on you, mate.
Yeah. But
do it, son.
Even if you think Chad is entertaining and funny, I know, theater of the mind.
Whoa.
But if you think Chad Zumach is funny and talented, what does him being on Ozempic have anything to do with that? Like,
not a damn thing.
Yeah, like I'm confused. I'm also confused by Robbie just leaving all the time. That's weird.
He heard Ozempic and he remembered he had to take his injection. So
that's right.
We do a show.
An Easter egg.
My bad. So moving along to the next Geno clip. What have we got left? I've done that one, that one. Ah, that's right. Gino Bisconte, the guy you've been listening to in these clips.
That one, yeah.
Yeah. He's going to explain to us all now how to be a good host of a show.
People, his spouse.
Oh my God, it was so good.
Because
Good.
me and Aaron were two of the best hosts in the city.
Yeah.
And to be a good host, you have to fucking read the room constantly.
Yeah.
And this is the thing I still say to this day. It's amazing how much me and Larry talk, but we never scream "you're talking over me" because good hosts.
Yeah.
I'll say this again.
Good hosts.
Good hosts listen while they're talking.
Good
and they're listening to the person talking and they hope they're as smart as them. They hope they're as smart as them. And when you're talking, if I hear you saying something funny, I'm going to shut up.
Right.
But if I'm saying something I think that's funnier or smarter,
What?
I'll keep going.
We better listen.
Yeah.
So they're so great because they know to listen. Meanwhile, they're both talking over each other at the same time.
Sure.
Gino just said, if I'm talking and I hear someone saying something funny, I'm going to stop. Why is someone saying, well, yeah, of course, but why is someone saying something funny while you're talking? Like it's a broadcast, one person at a time. You know, like we have moments, we stumble over each other. You try to avoid it. You try to get out of that. And because as a listener, people talking at the same time means you can't hear anyone. But a good host knows that if someone's talking over you, just let them talk over you if they're doing a good job. But if they're not doing a good job, well, just keep talking. And then you can both just talk over each other. That's what a good host does.
And whoever's funnier will be heard, apparently.
Yes, exactly.
Aussie Guy. With stand-up, is host not also the person who kind of introduces people to the stage?
That's true.
I think Gino, the guy who can't finish a thought or a sentence, slightly changed what he even meant by host halfway through. He's like, I explained something about host. All right, I'm talking about a podcast now. Okay, cool.
Yeah. Well, look, I wouldn't put it past him. That's the thing with Gino. It's you never know. You never know what his next thought is going to be, and he doesn't care if the sentence is over before he moves on to that next thought. So Fair call, Gino. Yeah, cool. Jeez, my apologies.
I ain't got
Right,
no money.
And you whenever someone goes, well, you were talking over me, which Bobby said all the time. Anyone that's ever said Gino talks over them can go fuck themselves, because how come I never talk? How come I've never said people are talking over me?
Because you have.
Oh my god,
that's brilliant. That's so good. I've never spoke over you. Oh, 1 second. I've never spoke over you. Have I?
Yeah.
All right, sorry.
Gino, because you're yelling above everyone else, and nobody is ever talking over you because you're so obnoxious that you just scream everything you say, and say it with such a stupid confidence, which is going to be the next part of this. But we got to get through these clips, and then it's not so much clip based after that. It's more physical evidence. But yeah, Gino and his opinions and theories on hosting a show is why Anthony Cumia lost money for 2 years just so he could keep paying this moron.
To know how to get in and out, and that's a technique.
Because it's about the show, not about you.
You, me, Keanu, and Berg. A lot of us, we know how to do that. It's called listening, and it's like you know how to listen while people are talking, so you know how to get. It's sort of like driving. Let's take you on a driving test. Okay, now you got the high expressway going like this. You got the expressway.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna let this go on any further.
Good. Okay, cool.
You're talking about a driving test? What?
But do you understand? Like, this is
what is going on here. Why does it keep doing that?
Robbie.
Anyway, remove that from studio. Well, I don't know what's happened to Robbie. There's nothing in the private chat.
Did he
I
shoot
don't know
himself
if
again?
Yeah, we can only assume he shit himself. So this is the grand finale of clips of Gino. And this is where I had to tap out.
He's
Robbie's back. Did you shoot yourself, Robbie? Or
No Wi-Fi.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Yeah, this is where I had to tap out from the show because it was just what this clip is titled. What even is this?
Because a lot of times when people are posting stuff, I look at them as children wanting to share something.
Children, I know something about them.
Yeah. They're saying, watch this. They're saying, I've heard tales, and I have no proof whatsoever, but Melton has been accused of being a pedophile, not a pedophile.
Well, so we're going there. All right. Now, Gino will walk it back, but just going there immediately, like you're just going to firmly say pedophile. It's great. But remember what I said about idiots with nothing to say that just
They say, I've heard tales, and I have no proof whatsoever, but Melton has been accused of being a pedophile, not a PDX, not a PDF. I've heard Melton, but this is a lie.
What you hear?
Well, more of the haters on fucking watch this on YouTube. The faggots on YouTube.
They turn on each other.
They're,
oh no, is my channel going to get taken down because Gino said faggots? It's not your words. It's not your words, Jen. Yeah, well, that might get it taken down because you're actually using it in a.
Oh man. Sorry for being such a fag. I'm sorry, Aussie Guy. Didn't mean to.
Gino, you lost your channel because you showed a taint. I know you think it's the government taking you down because you hot COVID takes, and they want to silence you from the couple hundred people that watch your show. It's not that, dude. It's you showed a taint on your show. That gets you shut down off YouTube. That's all it is. The man's not trying to get you, Gino. It's not because you said faggots. It's you showed a taint.
like, I heard Melton was a pedophile, and they're lying.
I wrote a song about it.
Yeah, I want to hear it.
I
want to hear it.
I want to hear more. I want to hear it.
Somebody wants to hear it.
Kiki's way more in her feels about Melton than Gino, because Gino knows the pedophile shit is just shit. Say what you like about Patrick Melton. Like, are his jokes fucking? Yeah. Are his jokes edgy? Like fucking cringe edgy sometimes, where he goes over the line, trying to be a bit extreme. Of course, there's plenty of things that Patrick have said where I've gone, "Oh, dude, what are you fucking doing? That's just silly shit." But it's not. It doesn't make you a child predator. You know what I mean? Like, it's words, and Gino actually understands that, and he is saying, "Yeah, that's all made up bullshit." But Keanu's hurt, and Keanu's like, "No, he is. He definitely is. He definitely a pedophile."
More.
It's too disturbing to sing.
It's too late to turn back.
I got it. I tried
I'm
to
an
write a
idiot
song
singer.
about pedophilia, but nothing rhymes with shh and a wink.
God, I'm not laughing. I'm not laughing.
Look at it.
You know, it's a good show.
Oh my god.
Did you guys get that joke?
Not really.
He wanted to write a song about being a pedophile, but nothing rhymes with shh and a wink. Oh, you didn't get it? Let's let Larry explain it.
Your bit is
People are
getting
watching
better.
like, those two really deserve each other.
That was funny. You see, because what he said was,
Go on, tell them, Larry.
He said-
They're not going to get it. Tell them.
he said, I was going to
They're
write a
stupid
song, but
people.
nothing could rhyme with shh
And a wink.
and a wink.
Gino, if I can never
I
stand
heard that
again,
bit.
can I tell that joke on stage?
Wait, did you hear that? Sorry, you talked over it. Echo.
Fucking hell.
Kiki's comedic stylings. Come on, Echo.
Kiki?
If I can never stand again, can I tell that joke on stage?
Yeah, but you'd have to lean on the stool.
So now he
I don't think I can get my haunches up.
Well,
to
watch this. It'll
stand.
be fun. Why don't you wink for us real fast and see if it'll work?
I can't. My
Oh, so the bit here is it's only the mouth. Her eye isn't on it. So it's like a wink for us. You know.
Well, Aussie Guy, can you not get the caller back on the line, see if they can do a wink for us?
Very funny, Echo. We're done with that.
No,
bit,
wait,
right?
wait. Let's explain it to everyone. Let's explain it to everyone for some reason. Fuck me, Jesus Christ.
You know what, Echo? You know what you've done? No, actually, I'll have to change folders.
No.
Seriously, I don't want to go back to that folder and then go back to this folder and all that.
Of course.
I'm
Yeah,
not
wait
going to
till-
do that just to spite you. I'm
Good,
going to
good.
continue on.
but I've had a stroke from all my anger.
Oh my God.
Who had Gino leaves his seat and walks away from his show on their bingo card?
That wasn't on my bingo card.
This is great. I know earlier, like I went up for a piss. I just walked away, went out a piss. But like I left something on screen, right? Everyone could listen to. Listen to what gets left to listen to when Gino walks away.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm.
Like Larry got stage -1 kid.
Give me a minute. Give me a minute.
No, here's what I want you to do. Watch this. I want you to shush and then wink.
I have glass.
So Gino went to tell Keanu, "Can you put it on your eye instead of the mouth?" This is mind-blowingly hilarious to Larry. It's
he's
laughing
totally lost it.
incredibly loudly into the microphone, like this is the greatest day of his life. But now we're going to get the bit.
Did we have a moment earlier though where they said, no, like why did they think she couldn't do this herself? Why does she assume someone else has to do it? And then literally in the same show potentially, he's gone, I'm gonna have to remove myself, the host, from the screen to move the fucking camera to a different spot on the fucking face. Genius.
Yeah. Great point. Great point. So now we've got it kind of on our eye. Kind of. But let's see how this goes.
This is only in one eye.
Shush and wink.
Look at this.
She's like,
Hey, Gino, am I a pedophile?
wink, wink.
What'd you say? I'm not a pedophile.
I'm not a pedophile.
All right. So she fucked up the bit immediately. They're supposed to ask you the question,
and then you're supposed to...
You're not supposed to ask. So she had to be handheld through the bit, but Gino's corrected her. So let's get to the punchline.
Wink. Why?
Now, not only did she wink, but Larry said wink. So that doubles the comedy.
Twice as funny.
Right?
Twice as funny. Yeah.
It's fucking crushing it.
I don't like kids, right, Gino?
What's that?
I don't. I am not sexually attracted to kids.
Yeah. No, there you go.
You wink, Keanu, you don't nod your head because you dropped your eye out of shot of the camera at that point. So
And once again, Gino's supposed to be asking the question.
Yeah.
I really like as well that Keanu doesn't realize that people could have a lot of great sound drops from this show because they won't see you winking behind the Melton. They'll just hear you saying, "Hey, Gino, I'm not attracted to kids." Now they've got me saying it as well. Fuck's sake.
No, damn it.
Wait, Gino, I am. Oh, no, that's not better. Fuck, never mind. Play a clip.
And again, it appears to be a wink.
And again,
is there something in your eye?
There's no.
I have a monocle.
And by the way, let me say this to you, Melty, as you wink. There's no doubt in my mind that you're not a pedophile. Here's the worst thing about it. I don't care. But this is how this is what passes.
He doesn't care if you're a pedophile.
It's not my business.
If he was a pedophile,
I'm not in law enforcement. And I've never seen this man in my life. Well, once apparently in fucking 15 years ago. I never will. But they think like people are like, I'll call him that on YouTube and other people. No one cares.
Okay, so your secret is safe with us if it is.
No one cares. Just spent a few minutes on it, Gino. Doesn't that suggest that maybe you do care? I don't know. It's very weird, but but in Gino's own words, if you're a pedophile, as long as he doesn't know you, it's okay with him. So great stuff.
So someone made a great point in the chat. So we already know that Gino's not a snitcher. He won't snitch on his friend for sending a revenge form. We know that. He's also kind of said, but even if Steel Toe was doing something a lot worse than sending a picture of a grown adult, I wouldn't snitch either. It's like, cool. Okay, that's nice to know, I guess. Interesting morals.
So my last part of the Gino segment is there we go. Gino's had an interesting time on Twitter. And I've never really done the whole bring tweets to the show, but sometimes someone is such a moron in tweet form that you just gotta bring it to the table. And I said before, I think Gino is like stupidly confident. Like there's a confidence there that it should definitely not be there. And in some ways, I kind of wish I had it myself. Like maybe I'd have more confidence in my Kiki Starfish bit and really fucking nail it home, but he brought this tweet. I believe this was yesterday or a couple of days ago. This was Gino's tweet. Again, Gino's not feeling any of these people don't bother him in any way, shape, or form. They're all losers, all of that. But he tweeted this out. Where is it? There it is. At Pretty Antipod, at Martin J, at PMelt. When do we have to appear to testify? Remember you said we had to and we were stupid? None of you has mentioned it since we were proven right because you're all for fucking count. That's probably cunt. Assuming he meant cunt and got auto-corrected. You're all for fucking cunt nobodies who bring nothing but lies to the mass of failures in the DV. Dabbleverse. That's what that means. So Gino doesn't like the Dabbleverse and was obviously very upset by the fact that Pretty Antipod, Muttering J and Patrick Melton were reminding them that you may be compelled to testify in Aaron Imholte's revenge porn case. And they spent weeks screaming, we didn't do anything wrong. that's not what being a witness is. That's mostly witnesses really are there because they don't want to be. They happen to be a witness to a crime. So nobody wants to be a witness, but sometimes you are a witness, right? But you guys spent weeks crying about that and saying that if we're forced to go to Minnesota,
yes,
we're not paying up front. And why are they not paying up front?
Have no loyalty to those two pieces of shit. Like, there's no loyalty among all the fake everyone in the chat.
I'm not gonna do the whole thing. But you were very concerned. Yeah,
I just had an amazing thought. You can get asked to go attend jury duty or what have you.
Yeah.
I can guarantee those two would get excused straight away when they get asked the first question, and they go, "I didn't do anything. I don't even live here." So what? So I didn't do anything wrong. He's like, "All right, go on, go home, you retard." Jesus Christ.
Well, that'd be reimbursed.
Yeah, the trick is to say you're prejudiced against all races.
So just be honest.
Yeah. So that was a tweet. Obviously, Gino puffing his chest out about, the fact that everyone thought he was going to have to testify in the Aaron Imholte revenge porn case. What I hid from you there was the whole. Oh, what the fuck? Where's my art?
Robbie.
No, sorry. No. My bad. Sorry, I'm just as bad as these two cunts. What I left out of that tweet, I cropped it. This is the full tweet. It'll load in a second. He's quote tweeted Kiwi Farms. Nick Recader sentenced to 30 days county, 5 years probation. What'd you have to do with the Nick Recader case, Gino? Are you drunk? Are you stupid? Are you both?
Both.
Definitely.
Yes.
Definitely both, right? Definitely both. So now, all right, and this is not something I like to do because, as we all know, I'm a fucking nobody, right? We all know I'm a fucking nobody. I'm a loser in his back shed in Perth. How would anyone know who I am? But I'm going to share screen and go to my Twitter. And there you see there's me quote tweeting that tweet from Gino where I say, this moron thinks you had something to do with Nick Recader's case. Congratulations, Gino. You weren't subpoenaed because the state didn't want to hinge a case on a rambling idiot. All right. You see this tweet here. You see it's got 1.3k views.
Yes.
47 likes.
Wow.
Seven comments. 3 retweets. Yeah. It's amazing, isn't it? Let's go to Gino's tweet. All right. We'll just scroll down. 9 likes. 4 retweets. 2.3 thousand views. So you got double the views just about of me.
Wow.
9 likes. 18 comments, 4 retweets. I believe the kids like to say that's being ratioed.
Yeah, that's a good ratio right there. Yeah.
Yeah.
You got ratio good and proper. right in that starfish.
Yeah, that's right. So no, Gino's got fan. You know, everyone loved it. Like he was one of the best radio hosts in fucking New York City back when Aaron Berg was carrying him through in hot water. So these, yeah, he's not getting the likes, but the comments are going to be all positive, right? Gino, as an internet user that doesn't totally hate you, let me say you are completely lost and confused with all this. Somewhere wires got crossed, blah, blah, blah. Let's keep going. Drinking works for you is the next comment. 9,277 followers, 10 viewers. I think that means everyone thinks you're a fool.
Wow.
Stevie Lee just with a gif. You're an idiot. Keep living off other people's success. Leech, at least you can get cash out of some firework money soon. Fucking retard. Good job. You didn't have to testify. That's the wrong court case. You wet brain zilch. How does it feel to be as dumb as you are jobless? Wrong case, dummy. You must have caught a case of the retard from your wife. Just on and on and on and on, you know.
So what you take from that is good engagement. He has good engagement.
Yeah, I think it's a lot of engagement.
PASP want you to read their tweet about it if you've got access.
I don't have that. I don't have that on hand.
No, doesn't have it. Sorry. That did my best, guys. Sorry.
My bad. Sorry, I didn't mean to unshare that. I just needed to go back. Let's go back. We'll go back to my tweet. Now, to be fair, look, the top post, I've only got 9 likes and 7 retweets on.
Oh shit! I should probably like that.
You know, so
yeah, bad job by you, Echo. Seriously.
Shit.
Yeah, again, I'm not big time. But again, I had another retweet of Gino earlier in the week. Might have even been last week. Here it is. I love it when idiots are so cocky about their ignorance. April made the allegations a year before she met you. It was documented in the HRO your boy violated. All right. 1.7k views, 46 likes, 9 comments. Let's go to Gino's post.
Drum roll, please.
2.2k views, 6 likes, 21 comments.
Nice.
Oh, the ratio got worse. The ratio got worse. Now let's just read Gino so I can answer this, and I can't wait. It's because April is a stupid lying cunt, and after Keanu confided in her about being abused, April knew to use that information to lie about being abused as well, so Keanu would believe her bullshit. April was abused once, completely different way. Would you like to know the true story? I know it. What I love about this is apparently April lied about the abuse, but he's admitting she was abused. April was abused once completely in
a different way.
I'm assuming they're talking about Nick Recator. Nick Recator abused April.
Yes.
Sure. I believe that. April is
the person who's not his friend. The person who's not his friend, that's the one who did it.
Yes.
And the one who is his friend, even though it's been said against him, didn't do it.
Yeah.
Got you. Yep.
But
yeah, makes sense.
Again, so pretty savage ratio again. But this time there's got to be better comments, right? You know, there's got to be some fans of Gino. It's about Keanu being human garbage, duplicitous false friend, Gino. You can do better. Kick the disgusting, slimy cunt out the door. See, that's positive to Gino.
That is positive.
Yeah.
There you go, Gino. You got a replacement lined up for Kiki. There you go.
MGD thinks you're better than Keanu. That's a win for the Gino. Gino, do you remember when Aaron wanted you to go to jail for breaking into compound and said shitty things about your wife? This is the guy you want to align yourself with. Blah blah blah. You dumb fugly bitch. Your dumb ugly bitch of a wife is a lying scumbag. You're a broke bum loser, failed comic. No wonder you're friends with Aaron. Sure, bud. Spin us some Aaron-approved fiction. Everyone can see what's really happening. You two are trying your best to find some relevancy because you can't attract an audience. You are so fucking stupid in this situation, dude. Getting played by Aaron is more embarrassing than getting played by Bobo or Opie. The only stupid cunt is you dumb douchebag, bean-headed and her sloppy, half-dead Eskimo mum.
Jesus Christ!
It touched everything. Yeah, I think you touched it on.
Gino, you're generally a retarded, irrelevant spurg. I mean, Gino.
You know what Gino will say to that? You know what he will say to that? He'll go, well, you know, any attention's good attention. And you're like,
yeah.
I wouldn't love that though, to be fair. I wouldn't love everyone being like, you're such a fucking retard. Like, fair enough. Every time.
True. Yeah, indeed. Now, one last clip. We've gone super long. And this is not just me playing a clip because I did something funny. There's something to this, right? because I said Gino is what did I say? He's
flat broke.
Flat broke. Easy.
Yeah, right.
He's stupidly. Oh damn! Do I have to go somewhere else for this? He's stupidly confident, right? Is what I said.
Yes.
Now, can I find? There it is. Is that it? There it is. I hope that's it. Let's try it.
Watching the show as we talk about him.
April's apology needs to be as public as the accusations.
April has never made the accusations publicly, Aaron.
Anything you say to me and my wife should be assumed to be public.
Man, I got to play that again. Those are so many great points right there. Thank you, Dean.
First of all, I want to say thank you, Carl, for giving me a great ISO.
Those are so many great points right there. Thank you, Dean.
So we'll be keeping that one around. My point by playing that again, despite it being a very, very funny super tip and a great example of when super tips can be good, my point is AI has picked up on how stupidly confident Gino is. Because if you listen to the confidence in which the AI says...
April has never made the accusations publicly, Aaron.
Anything you say to me and my wife should be assumed to be public.
like, it sounds like he's in a courtroom, a lawyer testifying, or, you know what I mean? He's on a witness stand. He says it with such confidence, something that's so retarded. He says it with such confidence. I think AI understands how stupidly confident Gino Bisconte is, and I'm going to leave it on my funny super tip, ending the show. It started the show, it's ended the show.
I've presented something there. I don't know if you want it or not, but I got sent it, so I just snapped it.
All right, hello. I'm struggling to read that. Maybe Gino's headband. Yeah, go read it.
Yep. So PASP. Maybe Gino's headband is too tight. Maybe that pickled brain of his is shorting out, or maybe he's just having a complete lying cope sesh. Either way, bless your heart. This is Nick's court case, not Aaron's. Exactly. Everyone was on the same wavelength, kicking his ass. So yeah, precisely.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Gino's a. Wait, what am I doing? Oh yeah, can you remove that?
It's not on the screen. I can try to get rid of it.
No, but in terms of get rid of it off the thing. Robbie's back looking pretty. Are you up in your bedroom now? Is that your bedroom now, Robbie?
I thought he was in the confessional booth or something. Dominus Omnis.
The Wi-Fi is fucked up to. I don't know what's going on.
Robbie, I thought you couldn't move. How did you get into that different room?
It's the same room. I just turned on a different light.
Right. Okay. Fair enough. My bad.
Nice.
Well, Robbie, we're not doing your.
I figured that either way. It's way too long.
Yeah, we've gone nearly 2.5 hours.
Yeah, and with me, the 5-minute segment would have ended up being 45 minutes.
But also, we can't trust your Wi-Fi and all that.
That's true too.
Yeah, so I think it's fair to put that on the back burner. I don't know how many of the 63 would have left immediately anyway.
That was what I was mostly.
Everybody, if you can comment right now, give a yes or a no. If we did Robbie's draft big board, QB draft big board, would you have left the chat? Hit us up in the chat.
Under on no on yeses. I'll set the yes at 7.5.
Well, not everyone's like contributing to the chat. There's 61 watching, but there's only a handful contributing to the chat.
Even Shadura Sanders would leave, okay?
Gina Bobina says, Gina Bobina says, nah. Diesel says yes. Ewa says yes.
Yes. You missed two earlier on as well. They said yes as well, right at the beginning.
Well,
Why did you miss those?
I'm not counting you. You're on the show. John Doe says sorry, yes. Ewa just wants to reiterate the yes. Theo Hank's going to stick around.
He said no.
Yeah.
Hell no.
This is horrible.
Somebody give Robbie a hell no. Come on.
If Theo Hanks says no, Theo Hanks said no again. But
Wow.
he is old and dumb, so he might have just done it accidentally.
I'm gonna battle. Do you want me to get the plugs before the Wi-Fi crashes again?
He's doubling down, saying I'd stay. He's saying I'm in. All right, Robbie, do you want to give Theo Hank your phone number and you can give it? You can do it just for him. You guys can have a chat, have a good time.
Perfect.
Yeah, I'll just post it in the chat.
Theo Hank's a good guy. He's a good guy.
Poor Theo. Jesus.
Pretty Antisocial says, I think Robbie should start his own show to talk about this. That's rough. That's rough.
That's brutal. Is that actually pretty antisocial? It is as well, yeah.
I now take back everything I said about Kiki. She was right. Your kids do hate you.
Oh no.
They're just throwing right.
That was the meanest thing anyone's ever said, and Jesus Christ.
They are gonna throw boiling hot water.
Happy Easter, everybody.
Just hunking rocks,
Happy
Robbie.
Easter.
Just hunking rocks.
Well, to make up for getting rocks thrown at them, they're throwing rocks at Robbie. Hurt people hurt people. That's what happens, you know.
Yeah.
You know?
So
Kiki,
you're never gonna miss.
I was gonna say I don't know who you're throwing back at, Robbie, but go ahead.
Back at you, wasn't
Yeah, fire them off.
Yeah.
You might bounce off of me like a reverse projectile, so you better duck.
Motherfucker stole my joke.
Yeah. Oh, here you go, Robbie. You getting some support? Tiger Lily says #Team Robbie. There you go.
Mm-hmm.
That's nice.
I'll tell you what we'll do, Robbie.
Let's see what else she put.
We'll do our plugs. We'll all leave. And then
Just
you
leave
can be,
Jesus.
And I can talk to the empty vacuum of the metaverse.
Yeah.
You get to keep all the super tips as well. All the super tips at that point onwards, you get to keep all yours. Man.
Yeah.
I'll probably get.
all yours.
So someone will figure out how to give a negative super tip, and I'll have to pay y'all.
To be clear, every super tip that gets shown on screen, you would get.
There you go. Perfect.
Yeah.
That gets shown on screen. Perfect.
Read
You won't be able
Oh
to.
wait, yeah. What the fuck?
Read the fine print, Robbie.
Let's hit the plugs. Just Josh.
You can get me up here off of Princeton Road, up in the Carriage Hills, making things look beautiful. Or you can find me on NJ Hunt 02 on X.
Doxed, by the way. Hey,
Doxed.
If you know Cincinnati, Ohio, you've figured out that Josh is doing work somewhere around there.
Yeah, that's true. I'm not going to give you the exact street and the fucking number, but
that's a ballsy move, Josh. You know,
it is pretty ballsy.
I know Carl from WATP said a guy's name this week, and that was a huge doxing scandal.
Doxed.
Yeah. Echo, are you?
Yes.
You're obviously home in time to do Pint Double Pint, or are you not?
Yeah, no, I've got to crack on. Yes, 2:00 Eastern. Come see me and Rochi. We've got the longest ever episode of Pint Double Pint. I'm saying it now. There's so much fucking shit about Joey C, the biggest retard in the Dabbleverse, to cover. So if you're not following me, come follow me now at Echo Pineapple. You can follow me on X as well if you like. Aussie Guy, well done on 1,000 followers on X. I was going to unfollow you, but you're at 1001, so it doesn't.
Someone else followed after. Yeah. Do you know what was great about it? Actually, the guy that did it, J Mo, who became my 1,000th follower. He has been shitting on me for months. Calling me like just shit and da. And then it was that Gino tweet, and he said, "God damn it, you got me. I'm in." And he followed me, and I was like, "Gino brought us all together." You know what I mean? That's great. Credit to Gino.
Yeah.
Pretty Antisocial says, "We love you, Robbie. Happy Easter, everyone." Thank
That's
you.
nice.
And Baumet said the
There
dumbest
you
thing
go.
he said all day. I like this pineapple.
Come follow me. Come follow me,
The
James.
longer you
You're
get
more
to
than
know the
welcome.
pineapple,
More
the
than
less you'll like them.
Forget about this bullshit. Come follow me, pal. Come on. And a little spoiler. Not this week, but next Tuesday, the following Tuesday, which is I think the 29th, there should be the third episode. Should be of Towing the Line, which is myself, Aussie Guy, and the PASP girls, and that's going to be a banger because I'm going to be hosting it, motherfuckers, on their channel, of course.
Yeah. Eccles going to be hosting all the stuff that I find for him. It'll be great.
Yes, can't wait.
I didn't know Tiger Lily. This Tiger Lily's Dabbleverse, right? Eccles?
Yes, yeah, for sure.
Tiger
I
Lily's
think,
Dabbleverse.
You was TSN quite a lot, right, Tiger Lily? Sorry to be rude
Yeah.
if not, but I'm pretty sure I saw you TSN early days.
Robbie is the greatest Mallet caller since Whoopi Pie Blair. That is a deep cut.
A bit of your crossover.
Did you guys? I know this. No one besides Tiger Lily might understand this reference, but Whoopi Pie Blair called in last week, and he was groaning, and Ben and them all thought he was like masturbating, and he's like, "No, I just shit myself," and he had to dump it, but it was on the podcast. They didn't. They included it on the podcast. All-time clip.
See, that's what makes Whoopi Pie Blair great.
He was
Robbie.
drunk and had diarrhea and everything. It was yeah. And
could you imagine? Could you imagine?
A few weeks ago, you did that under the cover of darkness.
And you weren't even drunk. And you didn't even have the excuse of being drunk.
But the thing is, I'm not going to say what I was going to say about why it's so funny.
Robbie was going to say the thing is he's mildly retarded, so it's
He's PC. He won't go
there. Tremendous, Robbie. What do you want to plug?
At Mariner Robbie on X. You can follow us at Official USA Pod, I believe is what it is on X.
Still haven't figured it out. You have taken over Roxanne's role. Because remember back in Mellowtown, Roxanne
I didn't write it down at least.
Robbie, do you know what I did for Aussie Guy?
Maybe you
a
should.
month ago? I sent him an AI voice of you doing the plugs correctly that he could have been using this entire time to help you out.
Why?
He just went, okay, cool.
I got it right. It's Official USA Pod. So,
but then you said, I think that's what it is.
Well, it's because you've killed my self confidence over the years.
Gino
So
would have had the confidence.
This is your fault.
No, you need you know what? I need you to talk to Gino Bisconte and figure out how to be stupidly confident. All right.
Okay, that would be something.
As for me, this is pretty much it. No, obviously, I work with Eccles. Well, I mean, we play around on YouTube.
He turns up.
Yeah, but we haven't done it for a couple of weeks. But What's Your Handle will be back next Sunday. Our look back at the Ricky Gervais show. Yes. With the great Carl Pilkington. That'll be back next Sunday. So definitely check that out. There's actually some fun, interesting stuff on Eccles' channel, not just him and Roshi fucking.
Allegedly. Yes, there's lots of different stuff you can see over on my channel.
You can check out some Pinecraft. You never know what you're gonna see on Eccles'
that's
channel.
behind the members wall. Behind the members wall, that shit. I'll tell you. Hit that motherfucker. Yeah.
Shit Show says, Dean, send your audience over to Blind Mike. See if he can survive where OJ didn't. I wouldn't dare. I wouldn't dare do that. I don't want to end my live streaming career by trying to annoy Blind Mike. That would be insane. Absolutely insane. Please hit like and subscribe. If you're not already subscribed, hit subscribe. Hit like. Hit the like button. If you're listening later, leave a comment. That's always good. James Balmont says, F OJ. And Balmont, I want to say, I remember your calls to be Dabbling Live, where you used to always go OJ. And they were always funny.
He's
one of the reasons. Yeah.
He is brutal.
It's one of the reasons I like Balmont, not just the fucking $100 he gave us today. It's I liked Balmont before the $100, and I remember. So if you're listening later, leave a comment. Even if you're listening now, when the show ends, go leave a comment. It does well. And yes, we've had a lot of fun tonight at people's expense, and I feel bad for that. I feel like a bad person. Oh wait, no, I haven't done my fucking catchphrase. On X, you can find me at that Sussy Guy. Just imagine that Aussie Guy and put an S where the A should be. We'll catch you next time on United States of Australia.